What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot, white, how hot, so hot your brain about. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot, white, how hot, so hot your brain about. Check it out, I roll with Swisher Sweets, and all day long I'm down to smoke. When it comes to cheap and dope, it's gotta be dro to make me choke. What's the word up on the low? I'ma let you know soon as I hear that dro gon' take a few hours, but I got hookups on that pure. What you want, player, what you need, comes to you, no stems or seeds. Twist it up just as quickly as you get it, and you will see. Swisher Sweets and greenery gon' leave you floating like the sea. Caribbean islands where I find them dope dealers supplying me. I got no time for your bullshit. When you say you ain't got my goods, check your references and find out I'm reliable in the hood. Give me bab, I wish you would. You'll see just how Lil White work. Say you pushing Thunder Chicken, bag it up, let's watch it twerk. If it's some dirt, then you'll get no cheese in return when I come back. The only reason I do that's to get a refund on my stack. But if it's fire, I'm coming back to get some more, and that's a fact. Best to believe it's gotta be good at green, that's where it's at. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot, white, how hot, so hot your brain about. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot, white, how hot, so hot your brain about to fry. So you gotta quote the key or some of that California chronic. If it's fire, I'm jumping on it, and if it ain't, I'm bouncing off it. Ain't no profit coming back off big old bag of Bobby Brown. Soon as I get that shit, I'm Frazier bound and down to smoke a pound. I never frown as long as that Mary Jane is all up in my system. Too bad you missed them. What them 6 blunts that we turn to victims? It's on again, like you got a 2-liter Coke and a 5th of pen. Stepping in everywhere you go, falling down, cause your 10 sheets in the wind. Throwing up nothing but liquor in bud. Slow your road dog, you too fucked up. You can wind up like the rest of them fools. Face down in the flow, cause you got $2. I got some problems, just like you do too, but there's always tomorrow. We'll both solve them. Pass me the blunt, I'm getting tired of hitting on this bottle. It's almost over for me and you. My ass about to pass out. One more thing before I go, never mind, just put that fucking dope out. I'm smoked out, and there ain't no way I'm gonna keep on going. I should've been in bed a long time ago. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot, white, how hot, so hot your brain about. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot, white, how hot, so hot your brain about to fry.
Unlock my phone and watch the world die. They crying to God while they run for their lives. Blood in the streets, bombs in the sky. Goodbye. I hope you had dreams come true. I hope they see in their crosshairs what I see in you. And I hope and I pray, 'cause it's all I can do. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad. More than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? I turn on the news and watch the world fight. Thousands of men making widows of wives. I'll be home soon, walked off in the night. Goodbye, I will remember you. I know it's shoot or be shot and they're men just like you. But I hope and I pray, 'cause that's all I can do. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad. More than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Superman. Soon you won't need a TV or an iPhone to see, because you will look out the window and boom. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman?
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Fresh off a fantastic episode of The Hang. Hang Overtime. You get The Hang everywhere. All podcast platforms. ClusterF Show YouTube channel. ClusterF Show YouTube channel. Also on Twitch videos. And the extra hour of The Hang only on ClusterFshow.com.
Good morning.
Donna, you feeling better?
I'm feeling better.
Excellent.
Finally.
It's all my love and tender care, babe.
Yeah. Except for my cough. Except for when I talk.
So weird I didn't get it. I always get, usually in the household it always passes around. I didn't get it at all, and it was a bad one too. I'm glad I didn't get it.
Yep.
It's like a strep throat deal. Headaches, bad headaches,
Bad
strep throat.
headaches. I could have dealt with the strep throat.
Yeah.
That hurt really bad. And it was my tonsil, everything was just almost swollen
You
shut.
can't sleep when you got a throat like that. It's hard to sleep.
But I could deal with that. It's those headaches. I can't. Just can't take
I'm
headaches.
not feeling too good. Did you get any of that ketamine? It's the only thing that'll make me feel better.
Methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine.
Find out in science it cures everything. Are you really
But you
don't feel
go
good?
with-
Or you
No,
just,
I just want some ketamine.
Yeah, I was worried. I was worried. Another sickness coming around. Bar show tomorrow. It's bar show tomorrow. Been a while since we did a
Did you
bar
ask
show.
Brandon?
Yes, and the answer is on my phone, but I don't know what it is. 'Cause I heard it, ding.
Oh.
He probably yes.
All right.
Yeah, I better check that out. Next break, we'll see. Make sure.
Yep.
Here's his.
Feels good to feel better. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
that.
It does. It's hard. It's hard. You can't do it. It's almost impossible for human beings to appreciate things while you have them.
Yeah.
But appreciate your health, because it sucks without it.
I
Life
was
sucks without
I
it.
was sick or some gouted out or something, and I was trying to remember to appreciate it when I felt better, and I was able to for 2 days. I was like, remember, be happy that you're not sick.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I was like, man, that pain in my side, it went away, and I didn't even think about it. And then yesterday I'm driving around and I'm like, what is this? It's back.
Oh, it's
and it
back.
came back for no reason. I'm thinking maybe because I was putting air in your tire, and for like 5 minutes I was bent over like that, and that's usually what it does when I bend over.
Putting air in a tire of a car is the most painful thing I can do. I don't know why, but I have to sit down and do it. Or for some reason, it's the only thing that makes my knees like throb when I'm done. Like 5 minutes later, my knees will just like feel like they're about to explode.
It's weird.
Every time I put air in a tire.
I thought you were going to say because it's mentally, it takes too long. There
It
should be a
does.
better system to inflate a tire. It's like you'll be at the gas station, 2 or 3 minutes, just holding it on there. So it's like, what? They haven't invented better technology.
No, they're trying to keep all the good technology away from us.
Yeah.
I was on, I told you I created that different TikTok account to post the shows, and then I got banned like 7 times.
Yeah.
So I finally logged out and got back into my Trace Hogan one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's stuck on. I guess the last time I used that account, I was really big into Parker Edmondson because that's the only videos that pop up on my new algorithm.
Yeah.
But he's not doing any type of frequency bullshit or nothing anymore. It's
What's
all
he
him
doing?
going to museums and doing old, he's into all the old cars and
Yeah.
old this and that. That's all his TikTok is. I'm thinking,
The government got to him?
I think the government got to him.
Or
you know?
maybe people lost interest because he could only do so much.
Well, I mean, he was doing a lot. I think there's more to talk about when you're reinventing Nikola Tesla's.
I think if what he
Invention.
Maybe
what
he was only so smart.
I think he's pretty smart. If you can do what he claimed he did with this, free electricity, what do they call it?
Oh,
It's like wireless. What is it?
wireless energy.
Wireless energy. That that's a massive, a world-changing thing.
I mean, he was sending
pretty smart.
electricity all around the United States
allegedly.
to people and getting, it wasn't that impressive because he's getting like a teeny little light to light up, but he's still,
And it's
sending
from-
energy
from his
1,000 miles
from his backyard.
1,000 miles from his backyard. I think that's the new F word. We need to not mention frequency. That's another F word we shouldn't mention on the show.
Don't say it. Or maybe he's trying to make a living, and nobody's interested in the free energy, even though it's so much more important. They just love his old cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, this is how I'm
He's
going to
like-
make money.
This seems to be the way to go.
Okay, tonight. Starts out every video the same. Okay, today I'm going to be showing you my 1997.
Yep.
So nobody will ever know the true story of Parker Edmondson.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
got to do
make
is
sh-
ask
you
him.
gotta
Didn't
make-
you talk to him before?
We'll get this Skype
He ain't
going.
gonna tell you.
Get this. We need to get the Skype going so we can have him back on.
Yeah.
I was trying to get what's his name, Chris, Julian Brown on the show, but I think he's too big for us.
Who's Julian Brown?
The guy making the plastiline,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think he's too popular. I saw him on I messaged him, would he do the show? And then after I did that, I saw him on Whistling Diesels.
I saw him. Yeah, I've
Seen him on a bunch of things. I'm like, oh,
Kinda
he might
blew-
be too big time for us.
Yeah, he kind of blew up. Parker Edmondson hasn't, though.
I saw him on. I couldn't tell if it was AI or not. Right after I had messaged Julian Brown on my TikTok, I scrolled, and my next video is just a picture of Julian Brown and Parker Edmondson sitting on an old time car, and I was like, is my shit just really reading my mind and giving me what I want to see, or is that actually them together doing something? I mean, that would be a.
Your algorithm is actually AI fantasy that only you see. That's coming in the
Maybe
future.
that-
Oh, it might be
That's
here.
It
coming
might,
in the
yeah,
future,
it
man.
might be already.
It might be already. It's true.
If that was a fake picture, it definitely was.
Hang on a second. Where's my
Sean Raz says Skype is no more. They shut it down.
Zoom, buddy?
Zoom.
Zoom. Get in
Zoom.
the new century, buddy.
Yeah.
Zoom.
So ESPN, the other day I have 5 minutes left, and I needed some points, and I got them. I got 6 points, and I beat Last Kings, but I'm still out of the playoffs.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, he's right above me, like
Man,
number
you
6. and I
came
was
so
number
close.
So
So
close.
close.
Maybe if I'd tried harder in the beginning, maybe I didn't.
You can
Probably
only
did.
try so hard at
I know.
online gambling.
See, like, excuse me. Is it like? I wonder if is it? So you're done probably. Are your rosters active? Like, could you
Yeah,
could
I
I?
think.
Can you form alliances? Like, can I get with somebody and make a blockbuster trade or not? Or is that probably not a no go?
I don't know.
I don't know. Interesting.
Maybe they do a lot of trading like I did. I thought I did plenty, whenever I needed someone I'd trade, but I did about 27 trades or whatever, and they do like 55, stuff like that. So they
Yeah, I think you really have to pay attention to it because I'll do that. I think I was like, let me see if I could add a player that's better than one of my worst players, and you'll go through, and nobody's got really good points. It's all 8 or 9. It's the top guys got 8 or 9 points because the other people just are poaching them. They're looking at it all the time, and I'm looking at it once every 4 weeks.
Yeah. But you're up there. You're in 3rd place, so you made the playoffs.
I made the playoffs.
Yep. That's the ESPN one, yeah.
I think a Tucson chick sent this. Man dies of rabies after.
heard that.
Listen to this. Yeah, man dies of rabies after kidney transplant from donor who saved kitten from skunk.
Oh, but what?
Isn't that a crazy headline?
I mean, maybe you were right about that cadaver bone in your mouth yesterday or the other day.
So the guy that saved the kitten from a skunk
Yeah,
then died
he died.
of.
Did the original guy die from rabies? Is there a possibility they didn't know what that he had rabies?
I'm gonna have.
I
To,
don't think you.
I think
I don't think you
rabies
die from rabies without anybody knowing.
Right. I think rabies is a pretty distinct.
He was just a homebody, just at his house for a week till he died.
I think he got rabies. Rabies from a skunk, and then he died before he became symptomatic, and then they gave this guy the kidney.
Did he die?
I mean, don't they
And
check
he died
these
of rabies.
things?
Yeah,
and he
well,
died of rabies.
I mean, I guess you can't check every person that dies for everything in the
For
world.
everything in the world.
I think to check if you have rabies, you gotta dissect their brain too.
Maybe. I think you do. I think that's how they collect. Excuse me, the raccoon the raccoon that I thought might have scratched me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went ahead and went through with it now. We found the body, so they had to take it, and then they crack open the skull and see if it's got rabies. I don't know what what affects the brain, I guess.
I used to hear, I have heard from a. Oh, you got.
But if you don't have the symptoms, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell at all.
Yeah, you would know.
And that's such a rare freak thing. It's like never happened in the history of the world that somebody's died with no symptoms of rabies and donated their organs, and somebody died of rabies.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I've heard that a doctor or vet once say, people come in here all the time and ask if they can get their dogs checked for rabies, and they were jokingly like, well, we have to kill them and dissect their brain for that, so that and let them know that that's how they check.
Yeah.
I wonder how many vets have just been desperate for some extra cash, and they're like, "Can you check my dog for rabies?" And
They're
they
like,
fucking
"Yep."
put it down and fucking cut its head open.
Oh, that would be
I
horrible.
guarantee it's happened at least once.
It's happened.
It's happened, and the
Sure.
people are devastated. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I imagine there's some people who get into being a vet because they want money. They don't even care. There got to be a very small percentage of vets who are like, oh, I'm not, those guys make a lot of money, and I don't want to be a doctor. That's a lot of work to become a doctor, but I think it's a little less to become a vet.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I
be a vet.
imagine there's a lot of people. That
Yeah,
get
I
into
think
it for
most
that.
people.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yep.
Right? Berlin needs to start, putting dogs down so we can go on vacation.
Haven't you ever been to a vet? That's why I've been to so many vets. I go to a vet and I'm like, does that person even like animals?
It could just become a job after a while. I don't
Yeah.
think it would. I don't see how it could be. If you're a true animal lover, like Berlin.
Well, no, but if you were just in it for, I'm going to go be a vet.
Yeah. Oh,
Then it's.
then you don't care.
Yeah.
Look at the government. They'll have Americans killed willy-nilly.
Yep.
And so I'm sure your vets, your cold-hearted vets, killed quite a few animals. Says a Michigan man died after receiving a kidney from another man who died of the disease. Oh, died of the disease when he was.
Some people are saying this is fake news in the chat, but there
I saw it on the internet, but I didn't click on it.
there
So it
is a
wasn't-
real. I don't know. Maybe it's real.
Did you Google it?
I didn't Google it. Horrible Rob just said fake news, and then Tucson Check said true story. It was on Daily Mail, so maybe it is real.
All right. A Michigan man died of rabies after receiving a kidney from another man who died of the disease.
He
So
died
the-
of rabies. He was
So
like,
you're telling me the guy that died
this
of
guy's
rabies,
kidney?
and they gave his organs to someone else, and they don't know better than that? I mean, most people, normal people, stupid people would be like, well, you don't want to do that.
no, he got rabies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, what is what is having rabies as a human do? Do you you know every? I think anybody who's ever had it goes to the doctor pretty quick because it's pretty serious, and they strap them down and give them medication to calm them down. But if you just had a guy, you know, rabiesed out, walking the streets, what would it be like? Would he have symptoms like an animal and run around biting
Yeah,
people?
he'd look like
or
a-
is it affect humans different, you think?
Have you ever seen the videos of the people in India with rabies and the
No.
doctors giving them something to drink and because you're like,
Thirst, it makes you
you
thirsty.
gotta drink, but you can't.
You
And
can't.
they're like, oh, they just keep trying to.
It's some weird thing where you can't drink in it.
They're kind of shaking, and they're like, you know, it says here that this guy received a kidney transplant, and around 5 weeks later, he began experiencing tremors, lower extremity weakness, confusion, and urinary incontinence.
Oh man,
Doesn't sound fun.
I think they gotta sedate you
He was
pretty
s-
quick.
He was
and-
soon hospitalized and ventilated, then died. Post-mortem testing confirmed rabies. Well, how did they test for that then without cutting in his brain?
Maybe you can test people for it. I don't
Didn't
know.
it say
I don't know.
post-mortem something?
Yeah, but Trace was saying that you could only find it by dissecting the
That's
brain.
that's just the
I'm
dogs.
sure they didn't.
Maybe
Maybe
they got
they-
human tests.
Maybe got hematase. Doctors then reviewed records about the kidney donor, a man in Idaho, and discovered that he said he had been scratched by a skunk in the donor risk assessment interview. So he even said he'd been scratched. In the I don't
Yeah,
know.
was
I'm
he
trying to
dying in bed and they're interviewing this guy that's dying? Hey, so we're gonna take your organs, buddy.
and he was dying of rabies. And he said he'd been. Then nobody could put these two and two together. He's dying of rabies.
What's two and two to put together? He said he's dying of rabies.
But he didn't say he was dying of rabies.
But you said he was dying of rabies.
Yeah, but they didn't know, obviously.
How
Because,
do you not know?
huh?
How do you not know?
Well, then they never would have donated his organs if he was dying of rabies. Right?
I think they did.
No, I don't. If they knew he was dying of rabies, they would not have donated
Well,
his
you
organs.
would think, but how do they not know?
I don't know.
He's just in there dying, and they don't know what he's dying of. And then he said he got
then they'd-
scratched by a skunk, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, maybe that's what you're dying of."
So he said
You would think.
So he was going to donate his organs, and he said he'd been scratched by a skunk, and they never even thought about the rabies.
Nope.
5 weeks later,
5 weeks.
let's see, the man fought off the animal in the encounter. We're talking about the skunk encounter when this guy got scratched. He fought the animal off, rendered the skunk unconscious, but not before the man received a shin scratch that bled, although he did not think he had been bitten. 5 weeks later, a family member said he became confused, had difficulty swallowing and walking, experienced hallucinations, had a stiff neck. 2 days later, he was found unresponsive at home and presumed cardiac arrested. So they thought he died of a heart attack.
Also, they didn't know.
So if you get rabies, it doesn't show up for 5 weeks because it didn't show up in the other guy for 5 weeks either.
Yeah.
That's crazy because you think you're fine and dandy. And you quit worrying about the rabies after a week, probably.
Yep.
And then a month later,
A month later.
difficulty swallowing.
So this is the guy that got the kidney.
No, this is the
The
guy.
other guy. So did the guy who got the kidney die of rabies too?
Yeah.
God, this is
They
crazy.
both died of rabies. It's just the most insane story. Although he was resuscitated and hospitalized, he never regained consciousness, and after several days was declared brain dead and removed from life support. The report states that several of his organs, including his left kidney, were donated.
Well, what about the other organs the other people got?
Oh my God! I didn't think about that.
Yeah, what about they're not even going to track him down.
Yeah, that would be
They're
the
like,
third-
shh.
There's a rabies epidemic in America because they gave every.
That's what they're telling them. We're already getting sued from this
Oh,
one.
you know they'd still give those organs away for $100,000 a pop.
That's going to be the third level of oh my God to this story. When this comes out, you're going to not only that, 6 other people got.
They all
rabies.
died, and we gave all their organs to other
The
people.
most people that have ever died
which is
in
which
a
is one
5-week period from rabies all got it from one guy.
So you're right, Trace. I was right to turn down that cadaver bone.
cadaver bone.
Could have been some
They got
rabbit.
rabies.
Because just think, okay, so the cat.
What was the cadaver thing for your mouth?
For my mouth
Oh, okay.
that I never
Yeah.
went back. Everyone, cadaver bone. I'll just eat the loss and not go back because that terrifies me. But okay, so they grind your bones up. They use your skin, your eyes, everything. I mean, they pick you clean as a donor sometimes.
Yeah.
And so maybe this went to 100 people, and 100 people are going to get rabies. I guess they'd all have rabies by now, though.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know
You hope
why.
So what,
I
that they
just-
get rabies?
Yeah, I'd love to be great. It'd be entertaining
Yeah,
as
that's
fuck.
a story. Yeah, that's your Halloween costume for next year already. Man with rabies.
Rabies takeover. Now, would you want to bite somebody or scratch somebody once you're about to die of rabies as a human? Do you have that? You hear of like a fox getting rabies and biting some old lady like 100 times. Are you gonna get those effects? Are you gonna go start biting people at the very end?
I don't think
Giving
so.
them rabies?
Because that's what animals do is they bite. The humans don't know. I think you thrash about and like like somebody you're like "Rah!"
Yeah.
"Rah!" You're like maybe crazy that way, but I don't think you're like
You never know. You never know. Because they usually would sedate them unless it's in another country, like that video we've seen from India or whatever.
Yeah.
Like people trying to give him drinks. He didn't seem to be trying to bite him,
no.
but he seemed pretty out of his
Seemed
mind.
pretty
It's
out of
like,
his mind.
Oh,
That's
God,
that's
could you
like
imagine that feeling?
that's why I got tested.
I wonder if that would be the same today if you went to and got that shot, if it wasn't during COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
if
get-
we'd still be owing $25,000.
That's a good
I
question.
feel like that COVID thing did a lot of, just like with Trace's hand and everything.
It's just the right time.
I think it was just the right time where they were like cashing in on
Government-
getting
money
COVID
from
cut
the-
my hand off. COVID. I'm happy about it.
Yeah. I didn't get I didn't get tested. I got the actual rabies shot.
Yeah.
I still
Only
am-
the first one, though.
Probably got mRNA. That's why I got a pain in my gut.
I'm still
Got an 8-pound tumor in there.
slightly worried that they gave me the COVID vaccine while I was under.
Might have.
I'm worried, I'm gonna be. Everybody's gonna start having vaccine problems. I'm gonna be like, yes, I'm safe, and then
And then all of a sudden,
They put it in my rabies shot too.
they probably.
we got to
got
remember
me.
that we can sue the doctors. Try to sue the doctors for giving Trace the COVID shot when he went under.
Yeah.
I didn't have
Good
any
luck with that.
Band-Aids. Oh, but they didn't put no Band-Aids where they give me the other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They didn't put no. They usually only put a Band-Aid if they're taking blood out.
Yeah. What is it? The
They shot it. They put a needle in your rectum so
Rectum.
you wouldn't have any marks.
for sure.
That's what I hear they do.
Oh God.
I mean, I don't need to do this because I already got enough going on. But I'm hearing a lot about being an anti-vaxxer, and some of them you're like, what the fuck are they still doing? Like I heard about the tetanus deal,
Yeah.
and like there's so many reasons you don't need a tetanus shot in America.
Yep.
And nobody's even mentioned not doing it anymore. Like I forget which one it was, but there's another one that doesn't really exist anymore because it was back when people didn't have like running water and shit,
but
and they were just
polio.
polio maybe, and they were just living in their own filth. And you don't really need to get that, but there's no mention ever of should we stop giving this vaccine because it doesn't
No,
mean
no,
anything
not
anymore.
at all.
And then tetanus.
I gave him the video once we watched. Remember about tetanus? The
Yeah.
guy saying
Yeah. That
know-
unless you're stepping on a rusty nail that's covered in
cow poop or
cow
something
poop
from
that,
a farm.
that goes an inch into your heel,
Yeah.
it's not. You
And
don't
I'm
need a
pretty
tetanus
sure
shot.
you can get tetanus and then go get the shot.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah.
That makes it even worse. It's totally unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary.
Says in the U.S. that there are 30 to 50 cases of lockjaw a year,
30. That's nothing.
which is what.
Is that what you get from tetanus?
Yeah, which is from tetanus.
Hmm.
It says often older adults or those with chronic conditions like diabetes. So not or from bacteria found in soil entering through wounds like punctures or cuts, leading to severe muscle spasms, breathing difficulty. Sounds like a party.
They always scare you with that
I'll take my
lockjaw.
chances on the 30 and 350 million. Some people don't take that chance. It's like you just gotta be rational about things. You got a better chance.
Yeah.
And people don't fly, but you get in a car, and that's your biggest chance of dying every day is getting in a freaking car. But you still do it because you have to.
Yeah.
I heard go ahead.
No, what'd you hear?
I heard I got a little thing about the 6-7 thing.
Is it going away?
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily going away, but
It's definitely less 6-7 in our house.
okay. This is the people at In-N-Out Burger. They gather for the 6-7.
I did see this a couple months ago, so it's not new. But
No, but just wait.
oh, oh, we're pretty retarded.
Yeah. What did
What?
he
I mean,
even
it's
say?
over. It's over. He said number 6-7.
Oh.
It's over. We're done. This is what
Numbers.
and people jumping over numbers, and they're all got their phones out and they're all putting this on their own social media. Like, who gives a shit? And they're all fake liking the other guys because they got a stupid ass 6-7 video. Jesus T Christ.
They should just all jerk each other off right there.
That's next. Oh, this is lunacy. This is look at this fake bullshit for social media. We've lost our minds.
The 6-7 trend that went viral in 2025 may finally be coming to an end. Well, at least at In-N-Out Burger.
Like me and
Employees say
Lauren
the
wore
West Coast
6-7 to go trick or treating with the kids, and had no idea what it was gonna be like. We were like, should we wear the? We didn't think nothing of it. And then as soon as we walked up and there's like 1,000 people trick or treating in this neighborhood, it went crazy. Everybody was coming up to us. We had people following us around saying 6-7. It was we were just, we had no idea until like the third person that came up to us 10 seconds into showing up. We're like, oh, is this is gonna be a big deal? Like everybody, the whole time we're trick or treating, we have to be, everybody's like 6-7, so you gotta, do the 6-7 deal if you got the costume on.
I heard in Russia, if you do 6-7, they shoot you on the spot. You're not gonna have that stuff over there. So it says In-N-Out, where that video was of all those kids, they have just banned 6-7, so they won't do order 6-7 anymore. So
Really?
to stop this,
Oh, jeez.
they said it was because employees demanded it. They're like, this is a bunch of bullshit.
It seems like the business would be doing good. People ordering food to get up to.
I bet none of them kids are ordering food.
Yeah, that's
none of
true.
them, not a one of them. So it says, why did they ban it? Because the trend was out of control. Crowds blocking counters. See, nobody can get a.
Nobody can get a chicken sandwich.
You open the door to In-N-Out Burger and you see 45 people standing in front of the counter. What do?
Walk the fuck
Walk
out.
the fuck out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crowds blocking counters.
checkers.
Kids screaming for the Guest 6-7 moment. Every shift turning into a TikTok film set. Workers begging customers to stop recording them. Managers finally pulled the plug, and employees are celebrating like they just won the Super Bowl. Teens, meanwhile, are acting like In-N-Out killed the culture. Whatever.
In-N-Out killed the culture.
F off.
Whatever.
Yeah, F off you. Those are the people that think they ruined the culture, are the people that are going to be in charge in 10 years. Right?
Yeah.
That's frightening. They won't be. Maybe they won't be in charge.
No.
Maybe they'll be homeless. Pathetic and homeless. So Spice last night he was saying that that they'll just change it to something else. Like 5-8 or something. I was like, no,
I don't think
so.
so.
It's done. It's never gonna. It's a stupid trend. Trends come and go, and when they lose their cool, then
once parents start doing it, the kids don't like it
Yeah.
anymore.
And for a while, there's nothing. You just be nothing. Then here comes another one. But it'll be something different. What's going to be dumber?
I don't know if there's
than
anything that kids can do that parents wouldn't do now. Parents used to just be parents, and they didn't care about the kids' trends and stuff. Now the parents I got to be my 5-year-old's best friend, and I
don't think that was it with 6-7. I think we were doing it to mock it because I did it.
That is why I used it. It really embarrassed our children when we said 6-7 and did it. So we weren't trying to be cool like we were kids. We were trying to make our kids uncomfortable, like you're supposed to do.
They hate it because they hate it. They're like, "Hey, just stop it." So I'm glad finally somebody In-N-Out taking a stand against this stupidity. 6-7.
Tucson chick says, Trace, are you serious? There's all these people that are questioning vaccines. RFK said they're not required, and then you see a spike in measles in California. It's like, but there's all kinds of illnesses people get that we don't get vaccines for. And I mean, you can say the same for the flu. You could say that people that get the flu could, they get this, and can possibly die. And that's, but everybody doesn't get the flu shot.
I mean, I don't want to sound like
I've never gotten the flu
a
shot.
crazy person, but I would not put it past the pharmaceutical companies to be like, oh, they're trying to make vaccines, it's not mandatory. Give somebody some fucking measles.
You got to think 6 layers deeper when you talk about corporations, because they kill Americans on a daily basis with their products.
Yes.
They could care less about giving somebody measles, just as the government would do the same thing. But people cannot. If you say that kind of thing, people are like, "You're crazy." No,
they want you to seem crazy.
You're crazy for believing your government wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Or a corporation. Corporations
Here's
don't give a shit.
Also, what the Mayo Clinic says about measles is most people recover from measles in about 10 days.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't cause long-term medical issues, but measles can be serious and even deadly. So can the flu, and so can a cough or a cold. It can turn on somebody that might have an compromised immune system. It says this is especially true, but measles can be serious and even deadly. This is especially true for children younger than 5 and people with severely weakened immune systems. Measles is treated by managing symptoms and preventing complications. So you could say that about any illness that people get that we don't all get vaccines for. But they make it seem like these ones, like measles, you've got to get that or you got to get this, when you really don't. Because, like I said before, my mom
has 0.
Being the age, that she is back in the day, they did not require that, and she's never had any of those vaccines, and she really doesn't get that. Look, she was around me. She didn't get sick. You think she would be the one that would get sick, being older, but she didn't get any of this that I got.
She never gets sick.
Yeah.
She's,
So, that's why I said, some of these people, ask your grandparents, people. Maybe your grandparents haven't had it either. And ask them if ask your grandparents if they ever get sick. See if your grandparents get sick that much. maybe older, people aren't asking older people. I didn't know till just a couple years ago that my mom never had any vaccines.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I did not know that. So, everybody go ask your grandparents if they've got all the vaccines and if they get sick that often.
And if you could even leave some of those out, like smallpox and polio, whatever. A lot of the vaccines, like the hepatitis ones and the HPV ones, they're just not necessary at all.
Yeah.
Like when they're trying to get us to vaccinate 14-year-old Berlin with the HPV thing, and we're like, no, not going to do that.
She's not sexually promiscuous at 13 and 14 years old.
Nope. But after that, boy, she went crazy. No, just kidding.
You saying don't trust your government. Like, I've never been... I bought that $20 Age of Disclosure documentary, and I've never believed in aliens less than I do now because the government, a bunch of people in the government were saying aliens are real. Now I'm like, I don't believe... Now I don't believe aliens.
That's it. Me too. Which is, I've always believed there's probably aliens out there. Now I'm like, there's no way if the government says there's aliens, there's aliens. There's no way.
No way.
Late Anna Paulina Luna, or whatever her name is, the ex-cocktail waitress at a strip club, who now is in charge of All American Secrets. She says on the news that there are interdimensional beings that we have been in contact with.
And they've made it to where it's not a big deal, So
Yeah,
I don't...
Nobody blinks an eye.
Because they never have anything to back it up, If you're going to go out and say that, your next thing should be, and here it is.
Yeah.
And here's us fucking talking to him. Well, actually, we're going to call him up live right now.
Yeah.
They never give you any proof or nothing.
Right.
And maybe they're trying to get us used to it. They're waiting for fucking AI. I think AI is almost good enough that they can just fucking make up anything.
They're just prepping for the moment. They already got it ready. They got the AI scenario ready, and they're building to it.
I think at one point we're gonna have fake craziness that people aren't gonna be able to even see that in real life is not happening. There's a social media alien invasion. But you can go outside and see there's no aliens, but so many people, and there'll be an argument. Well,
because they're all on their phone.
They're all on their phone. There is an alien invasion, but you're going to be outside like, look, there's no fucking aliens.
And they're going to be going, no, look, there is.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Their phone is their reality.
Reality has become non-reality.
And the government knows that.
Now... Okay, so Anna Paula Luna, whatever her name is, she says there's interdimensional beings, and they've communicated with our government. And for one thing, if there were beings smart enough to travel between dimensions, do you think they're going to talk to the bunch of fucking criminals we got up in Washington?
No.
Are you fucking shitting me? They're not going to even talk to those people.
Yeah, why would they just be in touch with the government?
They'd fucking go to Joe Rogan before they go to the government.
Right? I think so.
They would just go to, wouldn't you just go to the first person you came in contact with?
Maybe. Or Joe Rogan. That's, I don't want to, be blowing Joe Rogan. But, I mean, if, you would need somebody like him as president. Somebody who doesn't want to be president. That should be the only stipulations to being the president. If you want to be the president, you don't get the job. You need somebody.
That's kind of how it should be.
Yep. And this Paulina Luna girl, it's like, first of all, if the government didn't want you to tell anybody that, you wouldn't be telling anybody that.
Exactly.
Let me just put that in, period. That's the end of that. If the government didn't want you to say that, you wouldn't be saying it. You wouldn't be like a rogue person up in Washington telling the secrets of that we've been in touch with, they'd be...
No.
They would not let you do that. And they have the power, believe me.
Discredit you immediately.
Immediately. You'd be a nut job. You might be dead. You'd just be considered a nut job.
Well, Anna Paulina Luna says also that the intelligence agencies are trying to squash this information.
Well, that's a lie. So,
Oh God.
but she's out there telling she's letting everybody know, and the government's not doing anything to her. Have you ever seen anyone, just a normal person, try to do anything against the government or out them about anything? They fucking squash you like nobody's business.
You can't believe in anything the government tells you.
Especially not
You
Anna
don't have a
Paulina Luna.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
So,
believe
it's like
any
I've
of
never
that.
believed less in aliens.
What is So what is she? A stripper?
No, she was a cocktail waitress in a strip club, and now she is a senator who's in charge of all. She's always in charge. She's in charge of the JFK files
Yeah.
and the alien.
She's the one that beat
Well, I mean,
Kevin
you can't
Hazel,
hate her
right?
for having to make some money at the strip club. I mean,
I'm just saying, isn't it ironic?
it's just
that
weird.
the
Yeah.
biggest secrets that we've never known. Nobody's ever known these secrets, so it would think it would be some dynamic figure that they put in charge of this. No, we'll give it to the ex-cocktail waitress.
Yeah.
The biggest secrets that Americans have
Yeah.
never been
She's
told.
in on all the biggest secrets there are, right?
Talking about.
Okay.
She's been in there for like 2 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Gosh, I wish I would still have one out of the boat motor, the fuel injectors. You know, it's a little piece of fucking plastic. You know, this big, a little metal tip, and it opens and closes when you get a little. You know, something that today with inflation, I was like, I bet these fuckers are gonna be $20 a pop. You know, because I pulled them out of the boat and they were all gunked up. So I was like, I was gonna clean them. I was like, I'll just go up and see how much some more fuel injectors in. It was like they wanted like $700 for 4 fuel injectors, little plastic fucking fuel injectors.
Man.
I was like, what?
Unbelievable.
I guess that's just boats for you.
Boats.
But I ended up just fuck that, and I got some fuel injector cleaner and soaked them in it and cleaned them
That's
up.
good.
And got it running good.
That's
but
good you were able to do
Yeah.
that at least.
There's got to become a point. They call it a consumer fatigue. Like everybody jacking up their. Maybe if you're a boat guy, you're jacking up all these prices because people aren't buying as many fuel injectors
Yeah.
because they can't afford them. So you got to jack it up. But there comes a point where
you just don't want to buy it.
nobody's buying your fuel injectors at all. I don't know.
I've had that boat long enough to where, I guess you're supposed to fill up your tank as much as you can when you're done using it, because the more space in there, the more room for condensation and stuff like that to have bad gas in there. And I didn't really know that, but I'm to the point where I think I'm going to have to drain all the gas out and get new gas. And it's going to kill me to siphon out $100 worth of gas.
Oh, man.
Throw it on a fire or something. What are you supposed to do with that? Nobody has ever taken their, old gas from a boat or whatever and taken it to a place to properly disposed of it, right?
What place would that be?
I don't even know what that place would be.
I'm going to tell you.
Where do you take old gas? You just set it on fire, right?
Yeah.
You dispose of old gasoline at your local household hazardous waste facility.
They don't even
You know.
have one of those.
You know where that is, right?
That's just a name that makes money. They steal 100% of the money there. They don't even have a building, I bet.
Dump it over here.
You got to go dump it in their backyard.
Yeah.
They do the same shit. It's gone back.
They have a bucket buried in the ground, and they have some, cool looking lid on it. And they're like, here, we pour it into here, and here it's just a bucket underground. And they empty it when you leave, and they throw it in the grass.
Sure.
There's no bottom in that bucket in the ground.
Yeah.
It just goes into the aquifer for sure. They got a never-ending bonfire out back there, just burning it.
Yeah. They just give it to the Chiners. They probably give it to China and dump it in their oceans. Who knows what
China,
they're doing
yeah.
with that?
Yeah, something not right's going on with that.
Remember that fire that's mysteriously started at the tire scrapyard?
Yeah.
It's like 1 billion tires on fire.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, people just file like, what do we do with all these fucking tires? And everybody was like, just go fucking
Yeah.
start one on fire and
Yep.
say, an
It was an
accident.
accident.
I mean,
No
there
way
was
you can
not a
determine it.
fire truck in sight. Just not trying to put it out in any way, shape, or form. Just like, oh, we're burning.
Pretty smart idea, actually.
Yeah, it is. I think they tried to, off the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, maybe. They tried to sink like 1 million tires back in the day to create a fake coral reef type deal.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out too well for them. It's just everything's dead. Just like
The toxic tires.
the toxic
Toxic
tires
tires
killing
killing
everybody.
everything. Oh
And
my
they're, getting moved by the waves. So they're getting washed up on shore. And, the way they move and drag across the ground are just ruining all the natural life. Just scraping the ground. As
clean.
Maybe there's someone they should have listened to that they didn't listen to.
Oh, you know it. Everybody else.
Yeah,
Everybody, yeah.
everybody.
All right. We'll take a break.
What
Go-
did Ned's Navy said? Water is at the bottom of the tank. Just siphon some out till the water's gone. How do you get water
I
in it?
know. It's like from condensation and stuff like
Oh.
that. So you got it. I do need to get it. I'm thinking of different ways to do it. Let's just leave it at that. I got to get the stuff off the top, the good stuff.
Buzzy's Moist Red Rocket gifted a sub. Thank you, Buzzy's Moist Red Rocket.
I've got this siphoner that you hook up to a drill. You put one in and then you
Yeah.
hook it up to a drill and it siphons it out. I'm a little bit worried about doing that with gasoline.
Yeah.
Is there going to be like some spark in there and
Right.
blow myself up?
Yeah, you don't want to. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't mess around with a drill around gas.
Yeah,
What a way to go.
yeah. Like that guy blew himself up with the barrel by my house.
What's he doing? Drilling into the barrel with a grinder?
He's like cutting it open.
Did he
with a
not know
grinder.
there was gasoline in it?
Yeah, something, might have just been fumes, a little bit of gas and full of fumes. Could have been.
Blowed him up.
Yeah,
Bad way to go.
I don't know.
Or
Is it bad? Is it a
if
good
you-
way
if- I
to?
mean, if
Did
you
he ever
die.
know? Did he even know he was going to
Yeah.
die?
Probably not. That's the way to go. But if you're lying on the ground with third-degree burns all over your body, from
Not a good way to
Then
go.
you can take you to the hospital, and a week later you die. That's the worst. They're just keeping you alive. You've burned over every part of your body.
Yeah,
There's nothing to. That's not the way to go.
yeah. Ugh. Hype train incoming. How was there a hype train incoming? We had one gifted sub.
I almost said because it's Monday. It's not Monday.
I've been getting the
gonna
days
agree with you,
wrong.
Trace. Mondays get Trace hard. Yeah.
Level 1, though. We got a level 1 hype train. Kevin JK, 1,000 bits.
1,000 bits.
Thank you,
1,000
Kevin.
bits.
Nice. Ow, I'm gonna get my heart train deal.
Get that hype train deal going, buddy.
Where are my bongos? The what?
Where are they?
Did we lose
here.
them?
The bongos.
Those?
I haven't done nothing with the bongos.
They're over here.
You piece of shit!
Level, I think it's a level two hype train.
Emerson Johnson gifted a sub. Thank you, Emerson.
Emerson Johnson, thank you very much.
Where's my bongo?
You want them?
Kevin JK, 1,000 bits. Level 2, 40% on a what is it, Thursday? Rare Thursday hype train. Usually it's a Monday, Friday deal. Pre-bar show, pre-net in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Net in your head this week flew by. These next 2 weeks are going to fly by so fast with Christmas coming. It's not even going to be funny.
We need a re-up on the Len Carr Bar Show product.
What level
We
are
drink a lot. That's a
Ned drinks a lot too.
disturbing amount.
I don't even think you count it as you drinking when it's Ned.
I don't. It's not me.
What is it, level 2 hype train?
Level 2, 40%.
Oh, I can't play the bongos.
Why?
Because I suck.
It's embarrassing how little rhythm he has. There you go.
Shut the fuck up, okay?
Shut the fuck up.
I got hairy legs.
What's up?
I got hairy legs.
You know show in the house. Count Webula in the house. A couple of new names.
Very nice.
Kevin JK, 1,000 bits.
Fuck you.
Kevin JK, the fucking Lone Ranger. Kevin JK, the Lone Ranger.
Piece of shit loser. Bring out Janet.
I got the current event news quiz coming up.
Oh, I forgot. We didn't do it Tuesday.
You may have to do a two-parter, then do it and then take Bella and then finish it up. Shadow Crypto gifted a tier 1 sub.
Snookman, $10 on PayPal.
Thank you, Snookman. That's a bargain. It's a bargain for you. Shadow Crypto's given 36 subs.
Yeah, now the
That's
rest of it,
38.
it's not just the Kevin JK show anymore.
Level 4, 38%. Kevin JK.
But it could be.
Kevin JK, 1,000 bits.
Fuck you,
Tampa Girl, 500 bits. 48% on a level 3 hot trade.
I know it's times are tough, but y'all aren't that broke. You got a couple bucks.
Uncut Meaty Mandingo, 5 tier 1 subs. He's donated 1,182 subs to the show. Holy moly.
Heineken, fuck that shit. Off blue ribbon.
Crystal Gale, $10 on Venmo.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Crystal.
Dion's Bathtub gifted a tier 1 sub.
I need to get one of them apps.
That's 262. No, 282.
Wow.
Impressive. Ah. Level 4, 61%.
Been in quarantine and I need to get out and party.
Woo!
Everybody, is asking me now about this Venmo and whatever these other money apps are. Everybody needs paid through that, and I'm like, just like, at first I was like, fuck y'all, I'm not doing that. Now it's like everywhere I go, and I'm one of the few people that carries cash, and will need to buy something, and my friends will be there, and they'll be like, oh, just pay for me, I'll Venmo you, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it's like just start carrying a little bit of cash,
Nobody's
people.
carrying any cash.
God, what's wrong with you?
Go ahead.
Sean Russ says, don't mind me or anything. What the fuck? I don't know if he means, did you get he gifted 2 subs? Sean Russ gifted 2 subs.
I missed it.
Did you get Tampa Girl?
I got Tampa.
Okay.
I see Sean Raz, 2 tier 1 subs. That's 225. 225, Sean. Thank you very much. My apologies.
And Uncut Meaty Mandingo.
We got those.
Maybe.
No,
I
I
got
found
more.
it.
More? No, I got him.
All right.
Level 4, 61%. What are we talking about? Just talking about something.
I'm turning all my. Oh, I do have bitch chat on.
Bitch chat.
What's bitch chat?
I did. I've got it to where it won't show anything discriminating, sexual, any type of harassment or profanity.
What a
so I
bitch.
can't even read the chat. The chat just doesn't even show up.
What are your pronouns? They, them, buddy? What's going on?
Oh, I turned it all off. Now I can actually read the chat. I never know what the fuck the chat's saying.
Our chat?
Yeah, because they're always
don't.
being offensive.
How many years have you had it on Pussy Chat?
A long time, and I just don't even know what people are talking. It's just all starred out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now it's on there.
Good for you, buddy.
Sean Raz makes sense now.
It'd be nothing but stars, right? The whole thing's just
Yeah,
stars.
but I could never read it. That's why I thought they called Lauren a bitch. But they really called her a redneck, but both of those get canceled out, so I didn't know what they were
Well, you
talking
never
about.
even mentioned that before, that it showed all stars.
I thought
did
it
you?
was everybody, you know, and I'll read something. I'll be like, I don't know what he's talking about. And you're just like, you'll say what he's talking about. I'm like, that's weird. But you know, but I can't see it.
I walked by your phone the other day in the studio here as I was
Yeah.
coming, and I looked down and I saw that like all these stars. I was like, what kind of chat's he looking at?
Huh. You never even mentioned it.
Oh, man. It's right there, too. I just clicked one button and it said,
What is it on? The chat,
just
like,
said,
settings or something?
my preferences, hide offensive language was on.
Level 4, 61%, 2 minutes left.
Horrible Rob says, fuck, I see all stars too. So, shut off the...
You got bitch chat on, too.
Bitch chat.
I don't even know if he'll be able to get... Oh, this isn't chat. I was going to say, if we never mind. If you put bitch chat in the chat, you wouldn't know because it'd cancel it all out.
That's true. Go to your settings, look under bitch chat, and remove it. Of the Mountain Kings. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. These guys, they're
They'll
going to be
be
in
in-
Tampa in a week or so, I think.
This
maybe
weekend.
this weekend. 2 shows. Raking in that cash, Trace.
What is the transgender
The-
orchestra?
These guys,
Transgender.
these guys playing Christmas music.
Merry
Jingle bells!
Oh, 11 seconds left on the hype train.
8 seconds left.
Got away from me.
Are you sure? Mine says 1:21.
Yours is
Mine
wrong.
says 3 seconds. Come on, people.
How am I so far
Oh,
behind in
no.
the chat?
It's a refresh deal.
Shadow Crypto gifted
Cocaine.
4. He's 5 tier 1 subs. He's gifted 43. Thank you, Shadow Crypto.
Oh man, this is how bad I am with music and knowing who sings songs and stuff like that. You know, what is it? NLE the Great,
NLE Choppa, yeah.
NLE Choppa.
Yeah, NLE Choppa.
I'm actually a big fan
What's MLE Chopper?
of any of his other music?
of his other music.
you
I
started
didn't
li-
even
did you
know.
start listening to it?
I didn't know that I liked it. No, I knew his song. I play his song
Ah, okay.
frequently
Oh.
at the bar. And didn't even know that it was the same guy. And I've had to go to the jukebox and put in NLE Choppa.
What song is that?
What is it? Walk 'em down.
Walk him. I have to look it up.
When you hit him with these whole 100 rounds. Walk 'em down. Walk 'em down. It's not as good as this.
Yeah, this is this.
This is I've been jamming to this song.
What is
We
this?
did this on the Hip Hop Countdown, and I was on the list. You know, I get the list, and I don't really listen to them beforehand because I want to
Yeah.
Yeah, real.
experience it. And it was NLE the Great. His song is KO, and it's a NBA young man diss track. And I went, well, this
This is gonna
I was like,
suck.
this is gonna be
And
horrible.
we had just listened to 3 awful mumble rap songs,
Yeah.
and we were just pretty deflated about the whole top 5 situation.
in the situation of society in general.
Yes.
And then NLE Choppa came on.
Oh, play the video. Screen share.
Hey, I was quiet for a minute, now I'm breaking up the peace. Insomnia, time to wake you niggas out your sleep. I say I'm on them, they in the coma, it's time to dome them. Headshot goner, you can smell the aroma. Young boy, what? This the big boy league. I wanna be a cut under the Jesus piece. Last thing that I heard was Jesus, please. Had me looking at the devil like, this is your king. Ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good. He's got
Oh,
that's a pretty
man.
good flow right there, man.
You know, mixed with the dancing.
I mean, this outfit he starts out with is
I think he's doing some type of like the beat reminded me of what's it called? What's the the gay guy, because he was looking a little gay in these outfits.
He does look like he's gay.
But he's doing a what's the Tupac deal?
Tupac.
He's like imitating Tupac a little bit, and Tupac was a gay man, so that's why his
Was he?
outfit. I'm pretty sure. I've seen it multiple
think so.
times
I've seen it
of
too.
him being a gay actor, and then he played some gangster character in some type of film or something, and then just stuck with that
Yeah.
persona.
It worked out good for him.
It did.
I was quiet for a minute, now I'm breaking up the peace. And Sonya.
All right, that's enough.
Oh,
I'm gonna download that song when I figure out how to download
100
music
bits
again.
from Breon. Thank you,
Breon,
Breon.
$1.
$1 a day keeps the government away.
Yeah.
All right, you need to take a break.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, we
Oh,
run
yeah.
late. I got a quiz to do.
Oh, show.
Shoot, we'll be right back with more ClusterF. Hit it, Cheech, you mother effer.
Yeah. Oh, I could actually read what Snookman said about.
Excellent. That's
YouTube's working.
shutting off the stream. You want me to, if we want to sign
okay.
on?
Well, I'm just saying, if it keeps going out and it's taking
Yeah.
half our listeners with it every time it goes out.
Well, then tell me. Will you let me know what you want me to do?
YouTube's fine, I think.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't go off.
All
Weird.
right.
I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't say that my stream's cutting out.
Right?
It doesn't say it at all for me on OBS, which is weird because I don't know, maybe because we're going on YouTube, so it doesn't tell me that we're offline. That could be it.
I wonder if this guy planned on going and doing that. I mean, he's got a lot of riding gear on and stuff. What do you know? Did he when he shot a cop?
I think it was just like a traffic stop.
Oh, and he just took off, shot the cop, and took off.
Yeah.
And believe me, they're going to take that suspect. He's still moving. That is a plus. They are definitely.
They're like, yeah, here's a knee in your broken back, buddy. That's what they're doing right there, and you can't really blame them.
Oh, look at it. Oh, they're
Knee
like,
right-
we don't care what.
Knee
If
right in
you
a
have a
broken
broken back
You
right
know-
now.
You know, we're glad you got a broken back. We'd like to
Yeah.
break it some more because
One
you
little-
killed our friend.
Yeah. One little thing that the cops will do is I think they would be fine if that other car just drove away. And typically that person, the news might interview him, but the cops will never give that guy any credit for doing that and stopping this guy.
They'll
And
give pat
take
themselves on the
they'll
back.
just think they'll go on the news and say they're the best fucking cops that ever lived.
Yeah.
Because we stopped that guy and not give that guy an ounce of credit.
That's what they do
They
now.
always seem to do that.
Always.
The first thing they do is pat themselves on the back.
If that car hadn't have got that motorcycle guy, he could have taken somebody hostage and killed them,
Yeah.
and the cops couldn't have done nothing about it. But no, but they'll take all the credit. They'll take all the credit.
Did look like the motorcycle did land on top of him once he was on the ground.
I'm not
Now,
sticking up for this guy at all.
Oh, they got a better view. This is a better view.
But isn't that kind of like beating him up and doing that? Isn't that kind of presuming someone's guilty before they get they always say don't.
I think you.
They're innocent until proven guilty, no matter what. I mean, a lot of times we'll be like, but no, the guy did do that. We all know he did it, but he's still innocent until
Yeah, but
proven
when
guilty
you're
in a court of law.
That doesn't apply to apprehending a fleeing felon.
Yeah.
You can, if they got probable cause to do this because this guy, they probably have the description of this guy and everything because he
Yeah.
shot a cop. So you're allowed, and
just saying.
plus the public doesn't care. That's one of the
I
things
know,
the
I
public
don't
doesn't
care
care
either.
about.
Did look like
Here comes the woman cop in for backup.
motorcycle.
I'm here.
I'm here. I
What
got
do you guys need me to do?
Oh,
Want me to jump around you guys?
Oh.
you can see that guy definitely swerves in front of this guy.
Oh man, who
Definitely.
was that?
Did look like
We
the
gotta look up a
motorcycle
picture of
landed on
this
top
guy
Once he was on the
or
ground.
the
Now,
girl. That I'm guessing guy, but
Which guy?
in the car that did this.
I
wanna
just
see what
don't
they
know
look
how
like. Who
that
was.
person knew
I don't.
that this is somebody that's fleeing like
I mean,
that.
you gotta be somebody like me or crazier. At least
Yeah.
as crazy as me to do that. Like, I don't even know if I'd do that. You gotta
Because
be
what if
almost-
it's the wrong
What
guy?
if it's the wrong guy?
It's like, I think this is the guy, but
I'd take some
maybe.
fucking balls to just be like, and then to just
Yeah.
fucking nail it. Just be like, bam.
Yeah.
Perfect shot.
And then you
Perfect.
go, I'm just gonna keep going.
I mean, you would have to know. You have to be listening to the news, but on your radio.
Yes.
Exactly at the time they're saying exactly where this motorcycle guy is and exactly what he did. You would have to know the entire situation.
You just fucking driving and you see a motorcycle getting chased by cops. You're like, I got it.
I'm gonna kill him. I got this. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Watch it. Here you go. I'm gonna kill him. Bam.
I mean,
Oh.
I'll tell you, I'm definitely not doing that. Like, no way am I fucking doing this. You gotta be a crazy person.
Bam. Oh, that's insane. Oh.
Just because I would think I would get in trouble for that.
Yep.
I mean, that guy's crazy. The one on the motorcycle. Wonder how fast he was going on the interstate, and then not even having his hands on the wheel. You know, it's like that's.
He was
crazy.
doing something.
He's screwing around.
Well, I mean, you could still kind of drive a
could have been
motorcycle, but like, just sitting on it with no hands. But he just didn't expect that guy to come out of the
Yeah,
fucking lane
exactly.
and smash into him.
Totally unexpected.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I mean, he could have been reloading. Going for ammo.
It might have been what he was doing.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any new alerts on that, any new follow-ups, like what happened to the guy that did that, the guy that knocked him off his motorcycle. Did
That's
that
what
guy?
I'm saying. They never even cared to look him up.
I want to know. This guy should be getting an award, like we said. At least no
Definitely
money. They're
getting
not going to
an
give him
award.
any money in this day and age. But give him an award here. Here's a trophy. Being a hero.
I think you might get a hero trophy. They might do that.
Maybe.
They might do that at some small event.
Or
Make you feel a little bit good about it.
Or they might not.
Probably not.
I was looking at the radar. It looks like that, that hurricane's right over Jamaica.
Yeah, so it's happening right now. Probably not a lot of coverage coming out of Jamaica. You have to wait till like tomorrow to see, videos and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause
Should be-
everybody's hiding.
It's a Cat 5. They haven't had a major hurricane hit Jamaica since like 1988. It's like 50 years.
All the
I have no idea what this clip even is.
Everybody's
I don't
trying to
know
get
what we're
beat
talking about. Seems like it's going nowhere.
I said that just-
Usually the
seems
clips
like
are good.
it would clear it right
I don't know if
off.
this might be a mistake.
I don't know how everybody wouldn't die with a Cat 5 going right over it.
All right, what are we doing here? Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget the Hang OT, the only place in the world you can get the extra hour of the Hang. ClusterFshow.com, VIP, ClusterFshow.com, VIP. Net in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Bar show tomorrow night, jam-packed. Jam-packed with crap. Bar show tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. News quiz coming up at 9:55. Current events news quiz. If you win, Trace, you would be tied for the year, and then you could start afresh next year.
Yeah.
And try to for once beat your mom in
I'll
the
do
news
it.
quiz. I think you're getting smarter. I think you're finally.
I am hitting
this
it.
YouTube. Your algorithm is that of a genius.
That of a
s-
genius.
Scientific genius.
I'm reading too.
And he's reading books.
Reading books.
Man, so proud of you.
Oh, man. Oh, what was that? Oh, you know what I just remembered. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the show, but do you know what I don't even know if it's a compliment, but the most thing most people said at the meet and greet is that I looked normal in person. And they said the camera adds 20 pounds. I've had
Well,
multiple
that's good.
people say you don't look, and so you're not as fat in person.
That's awesome. So that makes you feel good after the meet and greet, don't you?
All right.
Here's a, oops. It says a video of how China's trawlers are electrocuting the Persian Gulf and Iran's coast to death. Their industrial scale pulse fishing kills everything. Fish, babies.
God, you
coral.
know, you think it can't get worse. You know, they're just dragging the bottoms of the ocean,
Yeah.
destroying everything, and you're like, man, you know, is anybody gonna try and stop this?
No.
They're gonna make it worse by just fucking electrocuting everything.
Yeah, they make it worse. You just electrocute all the fish and then scoop them up.
Don't fall in.
Yeah. They're gonna just.
Gosh, you
I
know.
mean, are the oceans so vast that humans are incapable of cleaning them out, or are we so ravenous and our practices so evil that we are going to clear out the ocean, and then the planet will die?
That seems like what more of what's going to happen. I mean, I hear all the time that we've killed 95% of all big fish in the ocean.
Maybe.
Like it might be up to like 97% with the electric fishing, you know, going on.
Like all the oldest, the biggest fish, or what do you mean?
Yeah, the biggest, you know, like commercial fish that you would fish, you know, to feed people. And they say 95% of the sea life also lives within a mile of shore. You know, so even though the ocean is so vast, yeah, it's still,
we're gonna ruin it.
We're
gonna
still
ruin the
capable
ocean.
of ruining it. But I don't know. There's still, you know, places where people aren't, you know, so to wipe all the fish out. I mean, they do, you know, they say a lot of them die because we kill all their food too. So maybe that could happen. But there's still islands that fish live on that, you know, haven't even been discovered.
Yeah.
So there are fish,
but
I think you could never.
I
think we will. By the time we get to there's not enough. There's so few fish in the ocean. We will starve. But I don't think that we could ever get every single one of every fish out of the ocean to where eventually, after the people starve to death and we go into nuclear war, kill each other, whatever happens, I think the population will be able to. A fish will come back just a few years after people.
I mean, I think we would have killed every single whale in the ocean if we hadn't stopped.
Yeah,
if we hadn't been forced to stop.
trying.
But I mean, I think, you know, before they made regulations, you know, we would have killed every single whale, I think. So it is possible, I think, to wipe out a lot of shit out there.
Gosh, Whale Wars was my least favorite show ever, man.
Stupid.
Like, you know, I would get pissed at that show that they were using Steve Irwin's name on the boat. They called their boat the Steve Irwin, and I was like, disgracing his name. I mean, they were just useless, man. They were just throwing fucking like bubbles onto these fucking boats and while they're whaling, and they just keep on whaling.
And at the end of every whale wars, you saw a dead whale being pulled up into the Japanese whaling boat for them to carve up.
Yeah, they didn't do nothing.
They never did shit.
Not at all. And then the guy gets shot. There was like you know, I guess Whale Wars wasn't doing good enough or didn't have enough drama. The guy got shot by one of the whaling boats and happened to, you know, there was no mention or no other scene in the whole thing where he had a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
And then he got shot with a bulletproof vest on by the and I don't think that it didn't seem real at all to me. You know, just to fake something like that when you're out, it's like, oh, come on, you know. That's just not cool. He ended up I think they threw a fucking bulletproof vest on the ground and shot it and then put it on.
Certainly not beyond the realm of possibility.
It didn't seem real at all. Have you seen? Has anybody watched Dancing with the Stars?
I've seen it. I mean, we watched maybe one season of it, maybe two back in the day, babe. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I think we watched a couple seasons of it, but then it's like, all right, stupid celebrities dancing, and we quit watching it.
It was just on the, I don't know where I saw it, but it was on a TV somewhere, and they had like the Irwin kid.
Yeah.
He won, yeah.
But I saw, also saw some highlights, and that one girl from TikTok was on there. The D'Amelio Shabilio. I can't ever remember her name.
Famous TikToker.
Famous TikToker
One of the
girl.
most popular.
And I was like, that doesn't seem fair. She became famous from dancing on TikTok.
No dancers allowed.
No dancers allowed on Dancing with the Stars, right? That doesn't seem right.
She's already a dancer?
She's a TikTok famous dancer.
Oh, okay.
Not a real dancer, a TikTok dancer, but
everybody on TikTok thinks they can dance.
who's watching people dance on TikTok?
Yeah,
I'm watching
dancers.
people dance. That's nothing but other dancers. There's nothing but fake likes from dancers liking
I mean,
your
I'll
dance
catch
video.
I'll catch a dance video every once in a while if somebody can dance really good.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks they can dance on there, that's for sure.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's time for Trace's TikTok treasure chest. He's poured through hours of idiots acting like morons to get
you hit
these
it.
tasty TikToks just for you.
I haven't done any of your TikToks in quite a while, Trace.
I
so
was
thought
just
there'd be
sending you one,
thought there'd be a
too.
backlog here, so I don't know why the pictures don't show up anymore.
I don't know.
That's very
It
frustrating.
really makes it hard to figure out which video I sent you.
There's no name or nothing. It's just a link. I don't know why. Is there some way to show that?
What is it?
Okay, so I got like 5.
I just sent you one that is more of, you're talking about people dancing and algorithms, and I don't know why these. Is this on anybody else's fucking TikTok? I can't get rid of these guys, but I also can't stop watching their stupid fucking videos when they pop up. I'm like, what's going on here? I don't know why I can't get this out of my algorithm.
Are you sharing it?
Yeah. This is every video. I don't know why I can't get rid of it. And these guys just keep popping up on my feed.
They do the same thing.
It's the same 3 people doing the same fucking stupid dance.
That's all they do.
This is all they do.
I do like this guy, how he looks like he's kind of walking on air, kind of. And how he does his neck. That's hard to do your neck like
It
that.
is.
It's hard to do your neck like that.
The old Chinese lady's not even that good at it.
Yeah, she's just walking.
Okay. and that is how China destroyed America.
I think it is like a Chinese type dance deal that's popular over there. I'm not sure.
I kind of want to see more dances of them.
Jeez.
Doing
Now
it.
it's going to be on his.
He's gonna pop up for you later. Don't worry about it.
That's the same shit, though.
Everything I.
Him and Trace will be home just watching Chinese
I could
videos.
see watching that video one time and then watching it again, going, "What the hell?" I don't see you ever wanting to watch anything like that again, though.
Yeah, but it's then you got it on your algorithm and you keep watching. I can't. I hate it.
I don't know what to do with your TikTok here, buddy. It's all.
Just
I'm
start it-
just gonna start playing.
Start
it.
at one
clicking.
point
I mean,
and
we saw that one. We
this.
saw that one already.
Let's go to the next one. We need to figure that out.
The blue, you see.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Is it
This is a good one. This is what I always say about everything. I think the way we perceive things is far more different than we think it is, and everybody's kind of.
Everybody, what do you mean? Everybody sees things differently.
I mean, just
but
look,
you don't know because you can't see through the other people's eyes.
I mean, just think of food, man. Like your most favorite delicious food ever that's just like tastes delicious to you. There's another person out there that will eat it and go, and fucking almost throw up because it's so disgusting to them. And then what you see and what you taste and what you ever hear is all, just the shape of your ear is going to make sound different for you a little bit than it does, somebody else.
Or we all see the same shit.
Isn't blue, it's green, and the green you see isn't green, it's blue. Imagine a person who has never been able to distinguish between
do you ever have
blue and green since
this lady explain things to you?
No.
Oh, I'm stuck in this algorithm too. She explains all types of science
in song
and stuff in song, and it kind of gets me sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
To them the sky is green and the forest is blue, but since they were little everyone has told them that the sky is blue and the forest is green. Now here's the question, even though they see colors differently, they still use the same names for them. That is, even though they can't tell the difference between blue and green, they still think the sky is blue and the forest is green. Communication with others isn't a problem at all, so how would you prove that you're not that person? Further still, is it possible that the world looks completely different to each of us, but we all use the same words to describe it, just to communicate with one another? No one can see the world through another person's eyes, so who can be absolutely certain that what they see is the so-called reality? In fact, science has confirmed that there are slight differences in the visual cortex of each person. This means that the blue you see may never be the same as the blue I see. Actually, the blue you see
might be right.
Yeah, I've always thought that. She just explained it in song.
There's no way to prove any other, any of it. You can't prove what other people are seeing.
Yeah,
because you can't describe.
Actually, the blue
I think they got the movie Freaky Friday. I think if it was realistic, they would have had to spend a month learning to walk in somebody else's body. I think you just fucking trip over your own fucking feet and just face plant everywhere you go, and everything would seem, you get like a bump on your hand, and or something, your finger is something's wrong with it, and you end up bumping it everywhere because it's sticking out an extra quarter inch or something. Imagine if your whole body was just fucking different. You'd poke yourself in the eyes, and
it's like muscle memory. Muscle memory is, amazing. Just you can walk up the same steps in the dark all the time because you know exactly how to do it. But if you were another person, you'd fall on your face. What's this Tucker deal?
Probably good.
Why are they born gay?
Oh, this was the one I was kind of upset with him about. But then I was like, there's a little bit to it.
Alrighty.
But why, the argument whether people are born gay or, choose to be gay, why is it so offensive to say that they chose to be gay? I mean, I don't even care. I don't care either way if you were born gay.
So I guess they're trying to make the Christian people
it's a religious deal
that it's not their fault that they're born that way, and I think maybe they would be more accepting of them if they were born that way.
Well, they're not. If you're, true Christian, the Bible does not support it. There's many verses about being anti-homosexual.
How come, if it was a choice though, at the same time, like how come no gay man has ever decided to quit being gay? I've never heard of that.
I think
maybe for a church or whatever, they'd be like, I'm not gay anymore, but they're just blowing dudes right after the ceremony.
But it's
I think some men do choose to not live like there's a guy who was my cousin, and growing up we'd play school, down in their basement. They had some school desks and stuff, and we'd all play school, and he was like, and I want to be called Mrs. and their last name. And, he wanted to be called Mrs. that, And I'm like, I know that guy was gay. And yet he's, to this day, which, when we moved from Ohio, I didn't really keep in touch with a lot of people because I was too young, at the time. And then now I see him on Facebook, and he's been married for all these years, you know, and it's like, see, now he was a Christian.
Yeah.
You know, he was kind of super Christian and involved with the church. So I think he's lived his whole life with a woman, just like, she's my pal. You know, I don't know. You know? And
I think that
so
I think there's definitely gay men that do that.
Yeah.
Remember we had the family friend who worked at the drive-thru?
Yep.
And you would swear on a stack of Bibles.
Yeah, that
that
guy
he
was
was
gay.
gay. But he had a wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
God.
His whole life,
His
he
whole
never
life.
went to the gay side.
Not that you know.
Supposedly.
And those are the kind of guys, I think, that if they do it, they go down to the seedy, like Jack Shacks, because they can't let anybody know they're gay.
Yeah.
Or are there guys that are just very effeminate? Maybe you were the way you were raised by, I don't know.
Maybe Mrs. So-and-so was...
I think it's both. I think there's some guys who are just effeminate, and a lot of guys that are just passing, you know, because it's easier for them to pass as heterosexual.
Man.
And he's just like, I'm just happy that, you know, and my wife, she only wants sex once every 6 months, and I'm good with that.
She loves
it. Yeah.
Who's this guy Tucker's interviewing up there? What's that guy's name?
You don't know Piers Morgan?
He's a
I
real
do know. Snooty asshole.
Man, I don't think it's this. I think it's him, but it's not this video.
Oh, shoot.
That
I just take Bella.
I can't.
All right.
It's Tucker trying to get him to say the fizz word, and you know he keeps getting on to him, say just say it, you know, say I love gay people. Tucker Carlson's a fizz, you know. And I was just like, man, you're really missing the boat there. Like I could never, you know, even if my career was devoted to not saying the fizz word, and Tucker Carlson said call me a fizz, I would have to.
But Tucker Carlson isn't. Well, he's not a fizz. That I know of.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make you could still get fired just because somebody says.
I know.
So
I just wouldn't be able to resist
because you want to call Tucker a fizz.
Yeah. He told me he called me a fizz. Say I like gay people. Tucker Carlson's a fizz.
How does that work? They're born gay.
How?
They have a sexual attraction.
No.
to their
I
own
understand
sex.
the manifestations, the symptoms.
The symptoms?
Yeah, the symptoms. The symptoms. The symptoms of my...
They're born gay.
Okay. So that means it's
You may
genetic.
not want to
that means
acknowledge that.
No, I'm just asking
or
how it
believe
works.
that.
So there's a gay gene.
You said you worked with lots of gay
No,
people.
hold on. There's a gay...
He won't answer the question because he doesn't know the answer about a gay gene.
Did you not have this conversation with actual gay people?
Yeah, a lot of them say I got molested, that's why I'm gay. In fact, a really good friend of mine who's gay said I got molested, that's
You
why I'm
think
gay.
all gay people are gay because they got molested?
No, I don't think that. But I am wondering, I don't know the answer. But I would say the absolute vast majority of gay people are gay because they are actually attracted to members of their own sex. No, but again, that's a manifestation.
See, I think it's it's not a choice. I don't choose.
Doesn't seem to.
Because if it was like I would see like a guy in a, you know, I could watch a guy doing something pornographic and get excited, but I wouldn't. I don't. It's
You
like that doesn't
can't.
excite me.
I can't. You know, it's gross to me. Yeah, I don't. You know, dicks just don't turn me on, even if I wanted them to.
It's just, I mean, it's just something inside. I don't know. To me, it's all like it's something inside me. I've never looked at a guy and went, man, I'd like to kiss him. I don't have an attraction to men.
It seems like you were supposed to be a woman, and you know you got the wrong. You just got the wrong deal.
But I mean, there's plenty of gay men who are super rugged and all men.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like some, you know,
in your brain,
some
something
crossed
in your
wires
brain,
in your brain. You know, when you were
brain.
born, maybe.
Because, and who's gonna choose that? I mean, it just, you know, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
How many gay guys are gay because they were, you know, having some bad luck with the women and haven't had sex in 5 years, and they were just like, I'm not, you know, it's not working out for me. I'm going gay.
Maybe it's just horny guys who can't get laid. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
I've never heard that.
I don't know the answer to the question.
That's
a natural thing.
You're not. Let's just do science for 30 seconds. Of course you're right. That's the definition of gay. I'm attracted to someone of my same sex.
Do you believe that?
Do I believe that they're attracted to people from their own sex?
Yes.
Well, obviously, they have sex with them.
Okay.
So that's what attraction is.
So what's the big deal? Why do you care?
My question, because the self-reported incidence of it has risen. So we were told 30 years ago, and I have a good memory, it's about 10%. But the actual
Because people will be mercilessly
10% of people are gay.
listen.
Huh? 10%. They're saying 10. I don't know about that. That's a
Seems
lot
a
of
little
people.
high.
Yeah.
But the self-reported rate was like 5%. Then it's 10%. Now it's like 30%. So my question is, were they all born that way? What are they?
I think.
Then he doesn't answer it.
I mean, that's.
I don't know. I don't
know about 30%.
I don't think there's an answer to that question. I think some people are born gay. I don't know. I think some people become gay because of their environment.
Yeah.
And everybody's different. I think a lot of people are born gay. I think it's really hard to have a sexual attraction for the same sex. I don't think it's a natural thing.
Yeah.
So you have to be born that way. That's what most of them say. There's like, yeah, I was always knew I was attracted to the same sex.
And who gives a fuck anyway? If you want to be gay, that's fine too.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I don't think anybody gives a shit. Is this video here, Wild Minds? We'll do one more. One more TikToker.
Sometimes they just.
And honestly, we don't mind. Because if
I was confused about this video.
What'd you say?
It's kind of like a cult deal.
Yeah.
And these people, I was kind of talking about something like this the other day where you get, 20 acres and, everybody gets a little hut and everybody helps you build and kind of like a community.
Your dream community
type deal. But just something about all these things. Anytime they start a cult, there's one guy that's just in charge that's just, I don't trust him, man. I don't know why.
Yep. Cults are all shady.
People say we run a cult. And honestly, we don't mind. Because if believing things like children shouldn't be sexualized, healthy people don't need 7 jabs a year, food shouldn't be sprayed with poison, parents should raise their kids and not the state, and that freedom is worth protecting, if that makes us a cult, we're all right with that. We can even give it a name. Let's call it the Cult of Common Sense. And guess what? It's growing fast. And if you want to be a part of it, just comment join and I'll send you the link. People say...
Does that guy seem shady to you, buddy?
I don't know, man. There's something about... It's what they wanted. It's what the government wanted, is for you to hear the word cult and be like, no way, stay away.
Yeah.
I think, some of these cults, like, all of them end up with the guy being a real fucking weirdo that leads it's like, how did that happen? Is that just the type of person that creates a cult? Why isn't there, or do you just not hear about the good ones? Because there was no crime committed, so just people living together, and you never hear about it. And you just hear about the ones that the people went crazy.
I don't know. It's really hard to get normal people to join in some movement like this, I think. So I think it does tend to attract the fringe weirdo.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not joining the cult of common sense. Because I don't know about these people.
I could never believe that my friend David wasn't in a cult. Like, I was always like, man, if I started a cult, like, he's definitely the first person I'm going for. He will join a cult, no problem.
Totally easily dupable.
I can't be in the cult anymore. I got a job as a dragon boat teacher. You're like, what the fuck? Dragon boats.
Dragon boats. The dragon boat races.
Yeah, he was really into that for a while.
I'm gonna pass on all that dragon boat stuff. I'll give you one more TikTok. What the hell is this? Did we see this move?
That's the Eddie Murphy one we played.
Did we play it? All right, then.
That was pretty good though.
Oh, I should have played. I'll play it again.
I used to have that OCD.
Everybody needs to hear this.
I didn't know what it was. I would go and check the stove in the kitchen, make sure all the gas was off in the kitchen, right? And I'd lay down for about 5 minutes, and I would get back up and go back in the kitchen and look at the stove again and check all the gas. And I'd go back into bed and lay there for about 5, 10, then get back up and go look at the stove and make sure all the gas was off. I go back to bed, lay for another 10 minutes and get back. And this went on for maybe like an hour. And I did that every night. Every night. And I just say, that's just some weird shit that I do. And my mother, nobody knew this was going on. And I used to make a goofy sound. I used to go, do that all the time. Stupid. You're sitting there watching TV going, Then one day I was watching the news and they did something on OCD and it was like, oh, that's what I be doing shit like that. I said, oh, I was like, oh, mental illness. It was like, what? And when I saw that it was like some mental illness shit, I made myself stop doing it. It's like I'm not doing it no more. I thought I was weird. I didn't know I had some mental illness, but I ain't have no mental illness. My ass, and I had to force myself to stop doing it. I check the gas every night still, but every now and then I'll check it twice. And say, oh, motherfucker, you ain't starting that shit again.
I mean, truer words.
I mean, cured his own illness pretty easily.
Mental illness, I ain't doing that shit. I mean, there certainly are mental illnesses, but I'm not a big buyer into the OCD thing. Well, I have to tap this 3 times, and it's like, no, you don't.
I mean, it's like that's showing that he could have easily went to the doctor. Not only going to the doctor with your OCD and the doctor telling you you have OCD, is that in itself is probably going to make it worse, you know, because you're probably going to be thinking about it more.
Yeah.
Having it. So it's going to make it worse, and then he's going to try and put you on pills, and you're going to be on pills for 60 years when you could have just stopped that shit.
Back in the caveman days, if you had OCD and you had to clap 3 times and stomp your foot twice before you got in the cave, the dinosaurs would have all eaten you.
No dinosaur.
It's true. The saber-toothed tigers. Mm-hmm. That would have been a much better analogy, Trace. I'm sorry. That's funny, though. All right, I think we'll take Jerry should be pulling in.
No, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
My Spidey, my Jerry
senses are tingling.
Tingled again. Oh shoot! All right, Trace. I'll play something real quick. Oh no, we got a phone call. Hang on.
John from St. John.
ClusterF, who's this? Who's this? I got the wrong one up. No, I do. Hello? Maybe she didn't plug it in.
Yeah, probably not.
We'll have to see. All right, we'll be right. Let me get We'll be right back with more ClusterF, the Mike and Jerry show coming up at 11. I can't do alphabetizing.
Hey, this is Trace, and this is my new song, Country on a Budget. Yeehaw! Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Y'all know me, you know I'm country on a budget. They always say I'm broke, yeah, that shit gets redundant. Got no cash, but I've been there and I done it. Grab the keys, we bout to go mudding. Ride around, sipping Crown, roll a blunt, we'll burn it down. Tearing up this little town, stealing from the lost and found. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras. Big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Drove my 4x4 till my wheels fell off. Then I had a big fart and she caught a off. Now I got no girl and I got no truck. All I got's my horse, hope I don't get bucked up. Riding around, trying to find some cash so I can get another fucking truck to crash. That's what I love and that's what I do. Got some money for gas, then you can come too. Got the truck so stuck that we couldn't budget. Now that's what I call country on a budget. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras. Big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not them all. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras.
Call up them girls, we gon' get it lit. Every time we smoke a blunt, we getting lit, yeah. Like in the background, you know how those songs go, like in the background? Here, play that real quick. I want to see if it's low enough.
They're bringing COVID back. You thought it left, here comes another batch. They're saying 12 more months of COVID crap. They're eating cake while we're all eating scrap.
What a crock of shit!
Be afraid. Stay in your house for 90 fucking days. It's the new normal, it will stay this way. Now take this vaccine, we promise it's safe.
Scary fucking virus!
Come here, girl. Be scared of it. Put on that mask. Your rights be gone with them. Italy, no, they're not done with it. Quarantine, no, they're not done with it. Take a temperature, that don't prove nothing. Social distancing, do not hurt grandma. Vaccine try, you know they're rushing. Fauci smile. Oh man, I'm sick of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm sick of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm sick of it.
COVID will go on.
Be scared of it.
COVID will go on.
Be scared of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm sick of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm sick of it.
Get your Fauci on.
Oh man, I'm sick of it. They're bringing COVID back. Another lockdown just to break your back. While Wall Street gets a stack of fucking cash. But they ain't got shit for the middle class.
What a crock of shit!
You behave, obey your masters, you're a COVID slave. Go shake and shiver in your COVID cave. Land of the not free and not very brave.
Scary fucking virus!
Come here, girl. Be scared of it. Put on that mask. Your rights be gone with them. Italy, no, they're not done with it. Quarantine, no, they're not done with it. Take a temperature, that don't prove nothing. Stay back 6 feet. Do not hug grandma. Vaccine try. You know they're rushing. Fauci smile. Oh man, I'm sick of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm sick of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm sick of it.
COVID will go on.
Be scared of it.
COVID will go on.
Be scared of it. Get your Fauci on. Oh man, I'm
Hey, what's up? It's Ned. And there's nothing like floating in a crystal clear blue pool, sipping a margarita with your nuts dangling in the cool, clear, perfectly balanced water. And you could be like me if you'd only call CPO Pool Service. Let my man Drew come over and perform a multitude of services for you and your pool. He could come over and give you the straight-laced vacuuming and brushing your pool needs. Or for a paltry few extra dollars, you can watch him service your pool in a tropical-themed G-string. And let me tell you, he really fills that thing out. Oh. And ladies, maybe your husband is neglecting his manly duties. Your basket hasn't been checked in weeks. You're aching to have Drew feverishly plunge his pool pole in and take care of your needs. You yearn for Drew to clean the shit out of your strainer. Satisfaction guaranteed. It's CPO Pool Service. Licensed and bonded, and eager to fill your automatic chlorinator to the brim. Call 813-526-9206. That's 813-526-9206. CPO Pools. As I said, licensed and bonded. If you believe the random numbers Drew scribbled on his business card. CPO Pools. Tell them Ned sent ya. You bastards.
Lingerer, man.
Yeah, totally.
Linger.
Hardcore.
Oh man. Oh no. Smoking on the herb all day long. Take a sit down right here and take a toke from a bong. Smoking all day, I do get tired, but that don't stop me from getting higher. Smoking with me is always fun.
Start the four-wheeler when the blunt is done. But you know me, I'll probably crash. We can maybe ride tomorrow when I fix it half-ass. Puff, puff, puffin' on the Jiffy Pop. Puff, puff, puffin' on the Jiffy Pop. Yeah. Yeah, you know me, always puffin' on that Jiffy Pop. Do it every day, and you know I'm never gonna stop. Even in the salt shed, can't catch me. Found 2 microwaves, but I brought 3. You know I love smoking on a Jiffy Pop. Yeah. You know I love smoking on a Jiffy Pop. Yeah. Got a new show, the name is outlandish. Only drink Coronas, but we don't speak Spanish. Just got a Jeep, we got it for the cheap. Was a good deal till it overheat. Now outlandish, walking on their feet. Fuck it, light that blunt up, and let's go get something to eat. Some outlandish. Y'all already know we puffin' on that Jiffy Pop. just bought a $300 Jeep. You know, we fucking stoned and shit. Funny part is, everybody told us not to do it. Don't buy that Jeep. Don't buy that Jeep. We bought it. You know, puff, puffin' on the Jiffy Pop. Yeah. Puff, puffin' on the Jiffy Pop. Yeah.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Mike and Jerry show coming up at 11. News quiz coming up momentarily as soon as Donna gets back in here.
Oh, you didn't say there was going to be a test today.
Yeah. Trace, you don't have to be Jerry. You just got to be Donna to pull even with your mom in the quiz competition.
You know what kind of quiz we doing today?
It's just a current event.
Current event scale.
Trying to educate the populace, make them a little smarter on what's going on. What are you? Jerry's yellow.
Jerry's yellow. I'm purple.
Trace is
red.
purple. Donna's red.
Okay.
When you bought your latest car, Jerry, did it come with any subscriptions? Because that's the new thing.
Subscriptions?
Is this guy? Yeah, this guy.
Well, what is it? Did he whatever
911 deal?
Yeah,
all that stuff, all that electronic stuff.
Yeah, but you get it 3 months free or some shit.
And then you drop it, right?
Yeah. And, I kept the the radio, satellite radio.
Yeah.
Kept that. You get 3 months, 6 months or whatever. But kind of kept that. You gotta you gotta tell them no, I'm not renewing because they'll renew for $20 a month. You go, no. Well, we got a deal, $10
exactly.
a month. No. How does $5 a month sound? Okay.
That's what you got to do.
But you got to go through that every 6 months. But
I don't need my car calling the cops. I'm just gonna call the cops on myself
for
doing something wrong.
Yeah, I mean that kind of is a little bit outdated.
I was out in Gant Lake shooting my guns once. I don't know how legal that is, but my phone got wet and called the cops. And they're like, if you're in trouble, say blue. And I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say blue or not, but I'm not in trouble.
This guy's got to tell you about the subscriptions.
Toyota's charging us $600 a year to keep all of our functions on our 2025 Camry after we've owned it for a year. Let's go ahead and dive into what it is. Well, everything's a subscription nowadays, so it shouldn't be too surprising that.
Gosh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I didn't think about what if I was currently shooting my guns while I would have done that. There would have been 20 cops out there at the boat ramp
shooting you because you had a gun.
I pocket dialed 911, and then all you hear is pop, 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 pop.
And then the cops show up, and you turn around, and then you get blasted.
Why did your phone dial 911?
Because he got wet. I don't know.
Is that all phones dial 911 when they get wet?
No, it's you. If you hold a couple buttons,
it'll
you ever see it sometimes?
Yeah.
You look at your phone and it's about to call 911. You're like, oh, don't
please
call
swipe
911.
and all that shit.
Swipe it. Sometimes you'll Pocket dial 911. That's what I'm saying. I don't need a truck doing it too.
I never put my phone in my pocket. Every time I put my phone in my pocket, it dials 911 for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, every time I pull out, it's like, fuck, I'm calling the cops again. You know? It's like, what the hell?
You're going to go to jail, Jerry.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's like...
You know what prevents that? One of these.
Yeah, I'm not a girl, though.
Yeah, but if you could have a black one.
Nah, it's still no, man.
Okay, well, you call 911 on yourself.
No.
Oh, I have to have a phone case, or I go through 100 phones a year because I drop my phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
this got the protecting thing on it. It's all cracked up and shit. But,
Right.
I haven't cracked my phone screen in like 3 years.
Yeah,
It's
that's
by
surprising.
far,
Proud of
like
you,
by
proud of
far
you.
a new
That could be a
record.
record, yeah.
He's reading books. Hadn't broke his. You're doing good, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Every
progressing.
once in a while, I'll take my case off. My case is pretty fucked up. Like it used to be bigger. It's slowly falling apart in bits. But then you take your phone out and it's so nice and small. You're like, oh,
I know.
man, I don't want to put the case back on.
But it's also so hard to hold on to.
It's a little bit slippery.
Yeah, I did that the other day and I immediately dropped it.
Yeah, you keep your case on. But mine, if I ever have my phone like where it's not covered, I just just putting it in my purse, I'll be like, I'll hear it ringing. I'm like, God dang. Yeah, it's like, keep it covered. I don't want to
You don't want to what?
deal with calling somebody that I didn't want to call.
That's for sure.
Or 911 or something like that. It's like, no, I don't need all that.
All right, let's finish this fruitcake's dissertation.
Now wanting a subscription as well. And after a year, Toyota expires some of the vehicle functions. So what are those functions? Well, probably the biggest thing that expires after a year is remote start via the Toyota app. So
What?
Who needs to start your car remotely? With
People
a
that think that it's
freaking
cool, I
app?
guess. I don't
Brandon.
know.
You know, if you live up north and cold, maybe.
Yeah, that's the only.
Like warming up when you
Yeah, I
come
get
out.
that. I do get
You
that.
know, I kind of get that.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I lived up north for a year, and Iowa, it was freezing, and I would go in and I would start my car and I'd go back in the house. And it wasn't that big. It wasn't that big. And then I'm gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay for that.
I always, that might be a little bit useful. I always try and, even if it's warm out, I always try and start my car for a couple minutes before I drive it.
Supposed to. You're supposed to let it warm up.
Yeah, I try.
I don't.
try.
Yeah, I let it go for a minute.
you used to be able to, from anywhere, open the app and remote start your vehicle to get it cooled down. That's no longer a thing after a year. You also lose the digital key functionality, so you have to take your keys
Oh my God, you got to take your keys with you everywhere.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
everywhere with you. You can no longer use your watch or your phone. Another big thing.
Naturally, he's got a watch.
Thing that expired is our navigation. Despite us buying the high-end XSE trim level with the big screen, when we tab to the navigation menu, guess what? It's now expired, and if I hit get started, all it wants to do is sell me this subscription. So how much is the subscription? Well, $15 a month is the entry-level price if you want the app functionality with things like navigation, which I feel like we already paid for. Now, if you want additional things like Apple Music to be able to function inside the car natively, that
Man, they used to just have a radio and you turn it on and
Just
the
a
music would play
radio.
for free, Jan.
And all this
It
stuff.
was a big deal for me to have FM in my car.
Yeah.
Woo! Now it's like, wow.
And all this stuff, you can just hook your phone up to the screen and use your phone.
Yeah.
Exactly. This guy's a bitch.
$25 a month. And then if you want Wi-Fi on top of that, that's an additional $25 a month. So yes, you can spend $50 a month on this Camry in subscriptions, $600 a year. Now, of course, we're not doing that. I don't think it's worth that, but do you think it's worth it?
No.
Comment your thoughts down below.
No, I don't think
You know what? We bought insurance like for the whole car for like, I don't know, 100,000 miles, 7 years or some shit like that. Because you know what happens now with these cars? Like, you ever see the YouTube videos where you get like a little bump in the back of your bumper and it's a little dent? And, oh yeah, take the plunger or heat it up and you pull it out. Yeah, great. That takes care of the dent. You know all the sensors that are in that shit now? You know, what car's coming up on the side, you got a camera showing the video in the back.
Yeah.
And this and that. That little bump just cost like a freaking $8,000 for some tech guy
I didn't even think
to come
that,
up and
yeah.
reset up all that shit. You know? So, yeah, I bought some insurance. But, yeah, you know, with all these toys and stuff, you got to be careful.
Yeah. They were telling me if I didn't get the insurance and all the extra stuff they take you in the room to get, that my grandma was going to die.
Basically.
See, after I bought a Hyundai once, and they said, you know, 100,000 miles, 10 years. I want that shit on every car. You know, and whatever. Do not call me. I don't want to call Trace or anything. If something goes wrong, I want to call, come get it, fix it, and that's it. I don't want to know shit. You know.
All right, you ready for the quiz?
Yeah.
You got your buzzer. You got your buzzer, babe.
Yep.
Working.
All
right.
Hello, Cat Scratch Fever, boys. I think we're going to do another one.
Another one.
Another one. Is that okay? Another one. This is a song. This is a little love song called Wang Dang Sweet Poontang.
That's just the background music for the quiz, Jerry.
Okay, because I was going to fail this, man. I was going to get a 0 on this.
All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
You know Ted Nugent, though.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
In Great Britain, an IT consultant was arrested recently for posting a picture of himself with what?
Gun.
Oh, man. Trace.
Wow.
Nailed
What?
it. See, he's getting smarter.
He's getting
See what happens when you
smarter.
learn how to read? Don't you know that one child left behind and done bullshit.
So why did he get arrested for that?
Not allowed to have guns.
Shooting a gun in America. He got arrested in Britain for
can't
it
shoot a
because he
gun.
posted a picture of it on social
You
media.
can't. Yeah, they got real tight ass social media shit over there.
Violence.
They you know, you can't say they're wrong. If you offend somebody, the cops knock on your door in England.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
They
thousands
do.
of people have been arrested
What
for
are we gonna
social
do
media
when that
posts.
comes here?
I know, and you know that it all happens there first.
Yeah.
That's
So
That's
it's
what you
gonna
gotta
come
work-
here, and we need. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why you got.
That's why they want to take away your guns.
Yeah.
That's why First Amendment too is you got to be a First Amendment absolutionist.
First and
you can
second.
say everything other than threats. You know the
Right.
things we always know. You can't threaten people, violence, but anything you
Right.
can say whatever the f you want. Then you got to stay by that. That's why it's the First Amendment.
Man, as soon as they make guns illegal, everybody's just going to be burying all their guns in their backyard.
Nobody's gonna give up their
So
guns.
are guns illegal over there?
I believe so.
Yeah, you cops don't even carry guns.
Yeah,
over there.
it's all you hear over there is knife attacks from all the immigrants.
And what's the reason
Machete
for that? Just to save.
People don't have them.
Well,
criminals?
I mean, like Jerry was saying last week, I think on the Mike and Jerry show, we kind of went wrong with the pistol thing. Like, you know, there's just, you know, I don't think there's a lot of pistols.
There's not a lot of need for a pistol.
Yeah.
But they have rifles, yeah. Pistols are what really, that's where all the crime comes from, pistols. So
Yeah.
maybe we should have made those a little harder. But, you know, if you're if you're a Second Amendment absolutionist, you don't like that talk either.
No.
And you get mad about it, too. They were,
Yeah,
they were
few
calling
people-
me and Jerry names
Yeah,
last
few
week.
people got pissed. Sean Raz.
Communists. Yep. Commie bastards. Trace 1, Jerry 0, Donna 0. Okay, number 2. Marathon race organizers in Iran were arrested after A, they allowed competitors from Israel to race. B, they trimmed their mustaches too short. C, they allowed women to race without hijabs. Or D, gay pride banners were seen at the race.
Women, the women. Thing.
Ah, Donna.
I was
Damn,
gonna say
man, you guys,
so, yeah.
you guys are,
Going women,
you guys are on
too.
fire today. They allowed women to race without hijabs.
I heard that.
And they got in trouble, huh?
They got arrested.
They got
Lord knows what happened
decapitated.
in an Iranian
Yeah.
prison. I don't know what happens in that.
Yeah, but when you race, don't you they put a sock over their head anyway, like the regular guys. Don't they put like a thing before they put the helmet on?
No, it's a marathon.
Oh, marathon.
Runner
Okay,
race,
okay.
yeah.
What kind of race are you thinking?
I thought they were like race car things.
Oh. Ain't letting women drive cars. Come on.
Yeah. It definitely would have been executed then.
They let women drive cars.
I'm surprised they let women run the marathon with guys.
Me too.
They don't.
All right. I mean, Iran used to be the most progressive Middle Eastern place out there until they went all Muslim and everything. Number 3. Okay, this is a little complicated, so pay attention.
All right.
3 children's AI-enabled toys were tested and found to A, talk about the existence of God, B, describe kinks and role-playing scenarios, C, ask for your pronouns, D, explain how to light a match, E, A, C, and D, or F, A, B, and D.
A, B, and D.
Jeez.
Trey says A, B, and D?
Yeah.
What is up with this kid? What's going on? Did you look at the answers?
Did you read that in a book?
I did not.
How did you even process that enough to say it?
I wrote down A and B on my thing as possible good answers. So I just heard you say A, B.
Man, Trace is on fire. Trace 2.
What was the answers?
The answer is okay. 3 children's AI-enabled toys were tested.
I'm surprised at A. I'm surprised at A in that.
And they found that they would talk to children about God. This is all prompt, like if you're prompted.
Exactly. That's
Talk about the existence of God, describe kinks and role-playing scenarios, and explain how to light a match.
I was just going to pick B, to tell you the truth.
Me too.
I thought A.
Yeah, they like those leapfrogs and stuff. Years ago, when they came out with those, they were like saying, be careful because people can hack into your kids' toys if they are interactive. It's like,
I don't think you want to get I wouldn't get my kid an AI-enabled toy just for that reason.
It's about 1,000 other reasons too.
Probably costs an arm and a leg too.
Yeah, well, besides that,
okay, so it's 2 to Trace.
2,
Donna
1, 0.
Trace, Jerry 0. Jerry's just he's sandbagging.
Well, you told me don't count. Drake's got to beat Donna, so. Although I was late on all of them. So.
The reflexes diminish, Jerry.
Yeah, exactly. The will isn't there.
In late December, this will occur. A, 3i Atlas will be at its closest proximity to Earth. B, there will be a massive coronal ejection. C, the winter solstice, or D, Jerry.
C.
Incorrect.
Oh, I gotta give it a shot.
Or D, who did
Nobody.
Who did that? Donna.
The AI Atlas.
Incorrect.
What?
Or D, both A and C.
A and C.
Trace is playing it right today. The waiting game.
I've been trying to listen.
Wait a minute. But me and Donna were right, too. That also happens.
Trace is usually buzzing in quick.
Buzzing in too fast.
I've been trying to listen to all the answers. So
And you couldn't predict a coronal mass ejection.
oh, man. What was the second one?
There will be a massive coronal ejection.
I don't know what that means. It sounds sexual.
It's like a solar flare
the sun's
type
gonna
deal.
shoot out a solar flare.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. President Trump recently pardoned 2 turkeys on Thanksgiving. Their names were Gobbler and Cobbler, B, Drumstick and Dipstick, C, Gobble and Waddle, or D, C, Gobble and Waddle. Correct.
On the board.
Jerry is on the board. He's good. Now you got that respect now. It's a moral victory now.
Was any of them dipshit? And that's what I thought you were going to say. Drumstick and dipshit.
Drumstick and dipshit.
What were their names? Wobble and Gobble?
Gobble and Waddle.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. All right, Trace 3, Donna 1, Jerry 1. This year, FIFA World Cup will include what? A, actual scoring. B, grown men flailing around as if one of their arms has been severed, and
we'll have that.
And then getting up and sprinting away. C, Latin prima donnas with perfectly sculpted hairdos. D, 3-minute hydration breaks, or E, all of the above?
All the above.
Trace fast on the buzzer. All of the above. Correct.
What? 3-minute hydration breaks is the
Yeah.
answer. I win.
guess it's hotter in America. I mean, yeah, technically, babe, that's the right answer.
I know
but,
it.
How many 3-minute hydration breaks?
I would imagine I don't know. One and a half? Oh, I don't have you up, Jerry. When did I do that? I'm sabotaging Jerry. Jerry lost. Jerry lost again.
He's winning.
Come on, Jerry, pick it up. Trace running away with it, but sometimes he collapses at the end. Jerry.
I get too cocky.
He gets that head start running.
I mean,
fast.
I've always done this. This has been going on my whole life. Like if I'm playing a soccer game where I'm like 4-0, probably gonna lose because I give up. I'm like, I don't know. It's not even fun anymore.
No competition here. Okay, I gotta get my megaphone for this.
Oh no.
Check.
Sweet poo time.
All right. All right. Recently, people have been driving past Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's residence and shouting, "A, fuck Trump. B, Somalis go home. C, get the dick out of your mouth. Or D, the R word."
Somalis go home.
Donna, incorrect.
Oh,
yeah.
Son of a bitch.
A, fuck Trump. B, Somalis go home. C, get the dick out of your mouth. Or D, the R word.
The R word.
Correct.
Yeah.
The R word.
Retard.
What?
Retard.
See, why can't you just say retard?
Nowadays, because I say it in my private life, Jerry. I just don't say it on here. It's coming back. But
I think so.
We just play it safe around here.
Again, I'm losing because I'm, not woke.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing.
So what are they driving by his house saying that for?
Because Trump called him.
Trump called him a retard.
Yeah.
Oh, so Trump can say it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the president said it.
But I say it all the time.
Oh, I
but
say
not
it all the time too.
It's like,
but you see, you don't say it. You don't say it to mentally handicapped people.
No.
Who would do that?
who would do that? A horrible person.
When everybody was saying the word, nobody was calling mentally handicapped.
No.
Right.
It's the most. It's ridiculous.
I mean, if somebody called you a retard, you knew you won.
Yeah. If somebody's not calling you that, you might want to think about what you got going upstairs.
Trace 5. Jerry 1. Donald. Trace is just out of control today.
No mercy.
Only because you're speaking a different language. Giving letters.
All right, here we go. What famous E.B. White title is being used as a name for an ICE operation?
I don't understand that.
There's another letter.
Anything you just said.
This is like anything. Only people under 40 understand this test. What the fuck?
I follow.
Trace 5. Okay, E.B. White is an author. Okay, so what and ICE is, what famous E.B. White title is being used as a name for an ICE operation?
Okay.
A, Triumph of the Swan.
Parker Edmondson up there.
B, Bugle of the Beowulf. C, Flugelhorn of Fernando. D, No Way Jose. Or E, Charlotte's Web.
Ooh.
Donna.
Charlotte's Web.
Correct.
Oh, man, I pulled that out of my...
Good guess.
I was going to say the Beowulf one, and I switched it.
Good move, babe. All right. The trend of replacing alcohol with marijuana, which is going on throughout the country since it's legal.
Don't give him clues.
Is called what? A, On the Weed Wagon. B, Dank and Dry. C, California Sober. D, Canabstinence.
Canabstinence.
No.
No, because that would be abstinence from cannabis.
I don't know. It sounded the stupidest. So
California Sober.
Correct.
Oh, man.
Jerry,
All right.
making his move.
It's pulling that one out of my ass. Nobody else buzzed. I'll try.
I picked the dumbest answer.
That is Trace 5, Jerry 2, Donna 2. Let's see. I think if you guys, somebody could get all 3 right and tie Trace. Here
I
we
need
go.
one more.
Maybe you could win. There's 4 more. Here we go. The Oxford Dictionary has selected this as their 2026 word of the year.
6, 7.
Incorrect.
Oh, you dummy.
A. Aura farming. B. 6, 7.
Oh, that was actually one of the.
C. Rage bait, or D. brain rot.
Oh man, if it would have been 6, 7, I would have been.
C. Rage bait is correct.
Oh.
6, 7.
Was that really one of the choices?
Yeah. So Trace 5, Jerry 3, Donna 2. Hotly contested now. Went from as usual Trace folding like a lawn chair during crunch time.
I couldn't help it. It was
buckling a kick like the Ohio State guy. All right. Where are we? Okay, here we go. And get back over here. All right. So it's 5-3-2. Question 11. The Pentagon has co-opted Canadian cartoon character Franklin, the turtle, in a post entitled A. Franklin targets narco-terrorists. B. Franklin does coke with Zelensky. C. Franklin is sick of Somalians. Or D. Franklin calls Tim Walz the R word. Donna.
A.
Franklin targets narco-terrorists. Correct.
Oh man, yeah. That's good for me.
This is it. I mean, everybody's in it. There's 2 questions left, and it's Trace 5, Jerry 3, Donna 3.
Oh God.
Here's the. I have the Franklin deal.
What is it? I don't even.
It's.
What does Franklin have to do with it? A slow turtle.
Don't bring Franklin into this.
Let me find the actual
Trace used to
one.
like Franklin, huh? Trace, you remember that?
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible show.
Here it is. Franklin targets narco-terrorists.
And Little Bear. Little Bear was
It's a
Trace's
you know,
favorite.
our government memes now. You know, they send out this. The Department of War or whatever, the ICE sends out this. Franklin. Oh,
What
that
the
would
fuck?
That would be Hegseth.
Well, like if the Democrats won, Franklin would have been wearing a dress. So it's like what you get.
Yeah. What you get with each one. They each got an agenda.
At least he's not a dress.
I mean, on the I don't know what's really going on in Venezuela. It's like some. Did I show that? Did I show that?
Maybe not.
Franklin targets narco-terrorists. I don't have a problem with narco-terrorists being targeted at all. I don't have a problem with you going and blowing them up after the fact either.
I don't believe that they're doing it at all. So I think that's like, to me, one of the. It's just such an easy thing to lie about, because they're like, who's going to know whether we're doing this or not? The videos that they show, the black and white videos, it looks like a horrible 1980s video game to me. And who would know if they're really doing that or not? Nobody's out there looking and checking to make sure they're really doing that. They could be. I mean, who's this Hegseth guy? Nobody ever heard of him except, till a couple years ago. All these politicians that they get to come in are like people that are some people that nobody ever heard of. And all of a sudden, this guy's making decisions like this. This guy.
Just like Anna Paulina Luna making decisions.
These people are just come in and make. He's qualified to make decisions like this. Are you serious? I mean, and they're like,
got to go back to common sense and say, you know what? You don't need when things are so fucked up. Excuse my language. That you don't need a whole hell of a lot of intelligence to deal with common sense. And people coming in with boatloads of freaking drugs. Why haven't we been doing this for years?
But who keeps doing that? Who's driving those boats that they're going? They're blowing up all the boats out there. Here, take this boat and go.
You know who would know? I would know. I just had a long discussion about the Venezuelan war at my friend's house the other day.
Oh, did you?
I mean, somebody had a great...
The Venezuelans are for it.
For what?
The war. They want them to get this guy out of
Maduro,
there.
don't want Maduro out.
They're living in
Yeah.
But I that's all fine. I just don't know if I believe that they're even blowing boats up, because they could just be saying that, and nobody knows for sure if they're really. They're like, it's in the middle of the ocean. This is so easy to fake. Nobody would even know if we're doing it or not. We can just say we're doing it, and that's all we have to do is say we're doing it and show them these 1980s videos.
I disagree.
Donna is the most conspiratorial person.
You got no. I don't know how she sleeps at night. I mean, it's like they're coming to get me. I don't know.
But if they're really doing it, I don't have a problem with it. And they're like we should have been doing it all along.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
you're committing a high level crime. Basically, you're murdering Americans because they've murdered 100,000 with fentanyl. You get blown up. Why is that even a thing?
Why is our government allowed to do it?
Somebody had a thing yesterday saying, if it was a boatload of ivermectin being brought in, the fucking Democrats would be thrilled to death that they were blowing it up.
The only people I feel bad for is the first people they blew up. Now you're smuggling the fentanyl. You could get blown up, but that first guy was just like, nobody's ever gotten blown up.
Oh yeah, he's driving a cigarette boat across the sea. He's loving it,
smoking a cigarette.
I think now they got a guy with a gun to your head. So get in the boat and drive it to America,
exactly right.
or you don't come back,
or
and you just hope.
Yeah. Well, here's $1,000, and that's like 2 years worth of.
It's worth it.
Of working there.
You take the gamble. You
take
the gamble.
A shot,
That's what I pay. Trace, you want to make some quick cash right now.
Yeah,
Venezuelan drug boat running.
Yeah, let's do it. Give me that cigarette boat.
I think they're looking for people.
Pretty elusive on a boat.
Put an American flag on it.
Oh, I guess they're doing a lot.
And then if they get blown up, you could probably fix it.
What if you paint the whole floor of the boat that says "No drugs"? Do they still blow you up?
Right next to the drugs.
Right next to the 50 bales of cocaine.
Yeah.
But
and they still
here's
blow
Trace. Up. Trace is stalled out because his boat doesn't work. Don't shoot.
Here it is.
There's a tanker coming, Trace.
What's the tow truck boat out in the water that when your boat breaks down?
Sea tow.
You need to be a sea tow out there. Pick up all the drugs and bring it in and sell it. That's the job, man. We got to open up a sea tow out there.
How bad are they blowing them up? Do you think
there's got to be some shit?
There's got to be some bales of cocaine. Floating around.
If there were survivors allegedly of the last one, then obviously there's some bales of coke.
Yeah, they wrapped them drugs pretty tight.
Yeah, they wrap them pretty tight.
That's it. We need to become a sea tow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go research some currents and go look at.
Or maybe the Defense Department is picking up all that cocaine.
That's why they're blowing it up. They got a boat. They don't show the boat that they have off to the side.
He's trying out conspiracy theory, but she's coming back with some.
We got to do a movie like remember that movie Cocaine Bear? We got to do like Cocaine Shark.
Oh my God!
Cocaine Shark. We're filming Cocaine Shark. What do you mean?
That's actually a great idea.
A bunch of fake cocaine.
What's a shark?
Cocaine Shark.
Up and shit,
See, they had Sharknado, but that was different. It was a tornado full of sharks. Now we got Cocaine Shark.
Cocaine Shark.
That's good.
That's it.
They got a lot of Franklin deals here. Here's Franklin.
How are they using Franklin? The authors letting them use?
They've probably given cease and desist. You're not allowed to, but you can do it until they tell you. Then you just take it down. Franklin avoids liberal.
Who are these white trash bitches up here?
Because Franklin avoids liberal sluts. So I don't know. This isn't the government. This is now people are just doing it.
Yeah.
See, like here's.
Poor Franklin.
Well, you see Bender and Bender using Mickey Mouse and shit? Did you see that commercial?
No, that's a
Steamboat Willie there.
That's Morgan and
Morgan. Yeah, and they put a thing like, "Oh no, we don't." Has nothing to do with Disney. That's what you have to do now, I guess.
Well, Disney sued him.
Oh,
well,
did they?
And
I'll tell you,
and they just had to put that thing up there.
They showed us that before it was on the news several months ago, and what they said was I think it was that the trademark something about the trademark had expired. And that's when
leave it to a lawyer.
Yeah, and they jumped on that real quick or something. And
the original one, the first one I seen, Minnie was handing Mickey, or Mickey was handing Minnie a bag full of cash. Now you don't see it anymore. Now they're shaking hands.
Yeah.
So maybe that had something to do with it too.
I hate to break this to you, Jerry.
Oh God.
I was working for a kingpin
Is this
named
Cocaine Shark?
Yep.
Briscoe.
Oh,
Tons of
no.
morphine.
Somebody stole my idea. I had Robert De Niro already lined up, man.
Drug money fueling his big campaign, HT25. The serum started failing, resulting in freaks of nature, horrible creatures created by its side effects. There's been a change of plans.
Change of plans.
Is this a porno?
This is.
See, but I'm going to use real sharks that are on cocaine.
Yeah, this is terrible.
I don't know if you want to screen share this.
I'm gonna show you the shark, but first you gotta suck my dick.
Explosion. Missing test animals.
We had an accident at the lab. An explosion. The remaining specimens
Look at those explosions. This is terrible.
were either destroyed in the explosion or escaped.
Shark lobster? What is this?
The shark lobster.
Instead of rock lobster, shark lobster.
I think I saw something in the water. I think it was a shark.
Cocaine shark. They stole my title and everything. All right, hold it. Cocaine shark 2.
It's actually better than Cocaine Shark 1.
Hey, because now we've got AI. See, that was obviously right. They must have made it right before AI came out. When was this put? 2 years ago. 456,000 views.
You know, one day you think you're a billionaire and somebody takes it right
all of a
out from
sudden
under you.
Snatches it right from you.
I think Ceto might still be a better idea. Okay.
All right, we got 5.
Oh, is this quiz still going on?
Yeah,
5, 4, 3.
No, 5-3-3, right?
5-3-3.
5-3-3.
Oh, is it 3-3?
Wait, who got the last?
I thought Jerry just got.
Did he get a 4? You got a 4 then.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What was the last question?
About Franklin and the R word, so he did get it. All right.
No, you got that.
I might have got that.
You got
Donna
that.
got that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
Donna
okay,
got
wait.
that. Then
Yep,
it's 5-4-4,
okay.
maybe. 5-4-3. All right,
I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at it.
Oh,
2 to
boy.
2
All right,
to
here we
5.
go.
January 6th election debate. Phony count.
Yeah.
Phony count.
Phony count. All right. According to Gen Alpha, which is the latest generation.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
What does Rizzler mean? A, stupid. B, 6'7". C, flirty. Or D, nerdy. Trace.
Ooh, flirty?
Damn it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, flirty.
Damn it.
Rizzler.
I was
Where
hoping.
do you get that?
I don't know. You know, I mean, where do they get 6, 7?
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
A bunch of bullshit.
Rizzler.
Whew, I was getting stressed out over here.
All right, Trace
I
is
was gonna lose it last second.
Trace has got it locked in for a moral victory. Who wants to get the last question? Which of these people is up for a Grammy? For
B.
he got it right. He got it right.
Nice. Well, let's see these options.
Yeah.
Which of these people is up for a Grammy for best audio book narration? A, physicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. B, Fab Moran from Milli Vanilli. C, FIFA soccer star icon Ronaldo. Or D, trans icon RuPaul. It
And
was
B1?
B, Milli
B?
Vanilli.
Fab Moran from Milli Vanilli.
Wow.
If
If I listened to that whole thing, I probably would have said A.
Right.
You know?
I'm like, who would have guessed that?
Yeah.
Well, Jerry did.
Oh.
What is it for?
Milli Vanilli?
He wrote a book and narrated it.
Really?
Best audiobook narration.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is either I've got the algorithm of just things that he said that suck, or he's making videos just to piss me off.
I don't
mean,
like it.
Every video I watch is just, I saw a video last night and he's like, technically you can't get wet, because I'm like, you can get wet, motherfucker. Like, why do I disagree with everything you say?
I've never liked him since remember that show it was supposed to be on, that was on, and we watched it. It was about scientists and all this, and it was him narrating it. And it was horrible.
I do remember
it was
that.
nothing like what we thought it would be, and it didn't show or prove anything. It was just a bunch of bullshit science that he was narrating. It was just like, this is bullshit. This was supposed to be a good show. You know, we thought it would be really good and interesting.
I think it was real dumbed down.
It was real dumbed down. It was so.
And, you know, Don and I were quite, you know,
Yeah,
these savants.
If it was any smarter, they wouldn't have been able to comprehend it.
More into public television.
all this Neil deGrasse Tyson trying to tell us his version of science when we know better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was no good. I forget what it was called though.
I think it was the one that what's his face did?
Cosmos.
The Seth
the
guy who did Family Guy. I think he produced it and everything.
Oh, Cosmos. Was it Cosmos?
It sucks. That's all.
I thought you guys tried to get me to watch that.
Well, I think we thought it might be good, but it wasn't.
All right, let's take a quick break and get up, stretch my stomach tumor, and we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Stretch it out.
I'm staying. I'll stay.
Well, I had run-ins, and you know, this is still America. You still have freedom of speech as far as opinions and things.
Is that him? He looks like a little man child. Doesn't he?
That's a bad. See, who's running this camera? Who's approving this footage for the documentary? You look great here. This is the best footage we
like
got.
A little baby with a big head, or something.
There's tiny little arms there.
I mean, listen to this audio. This
what
high
is Reggie even talking? And there's like seagulls.
Seagulls
in the back.
the whole time. Every time you go to Reggie in the whole documentary, it's like, he was like, "Meet me down by the birds."
I'll bring the French fries.
The whole time, just picture the whole time Reggie's talking.
He's feeding the birds while he's doing the interview.
And what is he babbling about freedom of speech? That has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with our deal.
No,
I got to hear some more
You'll
seagulls.
have to share it again.
They've got him talking. There's background music and seagulls.
And French fries being thrown in the air.
Any legitimate documentary, this winds up on the cutting room floor. You don't, that people, like, there's some standards in filmmaking, and this is not. People go, Reggie, we got to do that again. There's a bunch of fucking birds in the background.
This is going in another direction. It says Heather was at the premiere of the tape. She had her legs wide open, giving an upskirt shot of the audience.
I thought he was being serious.
No, but you think Heather would be there?
Kim Kardashian made $1 billion off a sex tape. Why not? Those kind of people love that kind of attention.
I want to hear the birds.
It's funny because I had a picture of Heather, and she did actually do that at one of the Bubba Paloozas. She was sitting up there, and she didn't have any under. You couldn't really see, but
yeah.
She didn't know that you couldn't see because it was too dark in there. But she did. She like opened her legs when I was taking a picture of like her and Hamill's wife sitting together. I think I had ended. I was like, oh, I wish I had that video, that picture. I think I had deleted it because I was like, oh, gross, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she did actually do that.
All right, let's get on with Reggie's seagull audio.
The man baby. Let's get on with it.
As far as opinions,
You sharing it? Yeah. You guys can't get over the seagulls.
So loud. It's every time they go to him in the documentary was mostly seagull audio.
And they go like, let's play some music. Maybe that'll drown out the seagulls. And you can barely hear what Reggie said.
I didn't even hear anything you said.
Can't get enough of the seagulls.
have freedom of speech as far as opinions and things of that nature. And he's had run-ins with state attorneys and other local politicians and things of that nature. And he's not one.
I can hear what he says. All I hear is seagulls.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's something about freedom of speech?
Hold back when exposing something that he thinks is wrong.
And he said nature preserve.
Like I said, meet me down by the birds.
Okay, so he is like the third or fourth older guy that I've seen doing interviews. I said David Lee Roth was doing it, and some other guy. They're wrapping these headband things around their necks so you can't see how old they are because their necks are all wrinkly. That's the only reason they're doing it, right? Because to me, and they look so gay, right?
Yes.
Gay guys,
Yes.
like
Yes.
ascot. Is it an ascot that they wrap around their necks like that and look super gay? So they're all opting to look gay as opposed to have their wrinkle neck show.
Well, you got the sunglasses. And you got the thing, and normally also you combine that with some form of hat.
Yeah.
And nobody knows how old you are.
Right,
You
'cause
can be
they're
an
all-
old creep for like 5 minutes before they suss you out.
And what it is they're all getting work done on.
Start by making a small...
Welcome back to ClusterF. Mike and Jerry show coming up in a little bit. Don't forget The Hang, brand new episode of The Hang up. Oh, I haven't put them up yet. You gotta wait for later today. Hang OT will be up on ClusterFshow.com VIP, and The Hang regular show will be up everywhere, all podcast platforms, ClusterF Show YouTube channel, etc. Ned in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Bar show tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Jam-packed with crap. Trace, that was quite an epic display on the quiz. You started out strong.
So strong.
Broke out to an early lead. They tried to catch you, then you dusted them at the end. Very impressive.
Can't be stopped.
Becoming a rocket scientist in his old age.
I mean, he is a space lawyer after all.
I am a space lawyer.
You sent me a video that says "dog, babe." What is that? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. So I go into the Dollar Tree, and this guy comes in with this giant dog, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think this dog should be in here. I don't know if this guy has this dog trained.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then a lady was walking around with her little chihuahua in the cart, and I was like, "Oh my god, this could potentially just be horrible." And she was coming around the corner right where he was, and I was just like, "I gotta get out of here, man! Look at that dog."
Oh, that's like what is that?
It's
Rottweiler?
It is like a.
That's a big
King
ass
Corso.
dog.
Am I seeing this wrong, or is that welcome dog weigh 600 pounds?
That's a
It was a big dog.
Big ass dog.
And
man.
I was
Look at
just
that
like,
dog.
I just don't think he should be allowed in the store with that dog.
You're not.
Why would you bring your dog into a store?
Yeah, I don't know why you take anybody would leave their house with their dog.
Trying to show off his dog.
I get, you don't want to leave him in a car and all that stuff.
Leave him at
but,
home.
I mean, you crack the window, man, or whatever.
Yeah, that's
You can't trust that people that their dog isn't gonna attack someone.
not
You
a
just
service
a dog
dog.
like that.
I mean, do these people not feel like me? I mean, anytime I've ever taken my dog anywhere, within 20 minutes, I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have brought this dog.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if they are.
Especially with that little chihuahua in the cart. The lady just had it right up, I was just like, oh my God.
I mean, in the store, look at the lane there. I mean, you got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing but, aisles and shit,
Yeah.
shelves. You got nowhere to escape.
Where do they draw the line? Like if I brought my Rosie to the Dollar General and just like let her off the leash and she's just going fucking crazy like she does.
Yeah, and I get to sue Dollar General then, not you. I get to sue Dollar General, because they didn't stop
Yeah.
somebody from coming
I
in.
mean, that dog attacks somebody in that store. They're dead. And that's not a service dog. That guy didn't need that dog for any kind of service. He just had it on the leash, and he was looking. stuff. He was fine. He wasn't like in a wheelchair. He wasn't he doesn't need that dog.
Wasn't there some place that was cracking down on that?
Yeah.
Recently, I trying to remember.
I forget what it was.
Time.
Yeah.
I did the what is it? I was playing with Rosie yesterday. I just found a toy and I was messing with her and playing with her, and she got pretty fucking pissed, bro. She got like, Lauren was watching, and I was spinning around and kind of being rough with her, and all of a sudden she just dropped it and was like, Barr! I was like, oh shit.
She had enough of you.
She had enough. I was watching Cops the other day, and I think they were going down some parade and saying any girls, that are flashing.
Yeah.
You get one warning. If you do it again, you get arrested. And then I saw a girl getting arrested on my TikTok at a football game. I think we should have a vote on this. Like, I don't think anybody is against women showing their boobs at places. I don't think it really offends anybody. Like, I don't think that's a jail-worthy offense.
I think they need to start locking up guys that walk around with no shirts.
I agree.
I mean, once I hit a certain body physique, I stopped taking off my shirt because I've seen myself in the mirror. And people need to realize that. I think.
I agree with that.
I don't know. I let it all flow around.
It's not that big of a deal, like a girl lifting up her shirt. But if you're like,
you know what? It is, because if you allow the 18-year-old to do it, the 66-year-old is going to do it. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
And I mean, if you're getting,
and again, guys shouldn't be allowed to do it either.
If you got your kids at the game, maybe you don't want, but
it's just boobs.
Just kick them out. I don't think they need to be arrested. Just you can kick them out.
I remember we went to the Vipers game and some girl flashed on the Megatron or whatever you call it.
Jumbotron.
The Jumbotron. I was like, I wonder if she got in trouble.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often.
Yeah, I think because now you go to jail for indecent exposure. Nobody wants to do it.
And you're probably all over the internet and everything.
That's probably, I think, why people quit streaking.
Yeah.
Then they used to just throw them out. I think now they get.
Yeah, but even if you went to what they call like Yankee jail or Met jail or Rays jail. It was not a big deal.
Whoa.
But now I think you do it. You're all over the internet. I mean, that's it. You're there for life.
Going over there.
Sorry, I Googled Kiss Cam BJ because there's one. Have you seen that one?
No.
With this, the Kiss Cam babe, and then a bunch of blowjobs came out. It's like they'll show the Kiss Cam and you kiss.
Yeah.
And it shows this one girl, and it goes on her, and she just does the fake thing.
Yeah,
in his lap.
That was good. I don't think you can get in trouble for that. Yeah, I think a couple of years ago, me and Lauren went to like the night parade, and all the way down there, Lauren was excited to see some tits. She was just like, it's weird that people do that. We didn't see no boobs, not one pair. Just a bunch of guys throwing beads to my girlfriend, wanting her to show her tits.
Go to Mardi Gras.
just like wink at every guy on the float going by her, throwing beads at her and winking at her and stuff. I'm like, hey, stop it, come on.
Guess that's a
And how many times did she?
Well, 6, 7. No.
Beads. It's so weird if women show their boobs for beads.
For 1 cent beads.
Cheap ass beads, man. That boggles my mind.
I think that's it attracts a certain woman to the titties for beads giveaway.
But like if you walked into a bar and the girls say, "Hey, show me your boobs," you get like smacked.
Yeah,
exactly.
Should have brought some beads.
I'll buy you a drink, show me your boobs. Yeah. You get smacked, but here's some beads. Oh, okay.
If we'd only known back in the day. Here's a ring pop. What can I get for a ring pop, honey? Yeah, Andy Dick. You probably don't know Andy Dick.
Yeah.
Do you know Andy Dick?
Is he gay? Is he gay?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the right guy.
But he's
the last name fits him.
Yeah, he is a dick. He's done some funny stuff, but he's kind of a weirdo, and he's had substance abuse problems, and I think he's really hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
I think he's on the street. I've seen the last few clips of him. He's sitting on the street. He might be homeless. I think he's having an OD.
Is he okay? Andy, are you okay, buddy? Is he okay? Hey.
That looks like he's doing the Finny lean.
Yeah, he's
doing
not
the
doing
Finny
too
lean.
well.
Yeah, he had some good
Andy.
shit.
He's got some good shit.
Andy. Andy, buddy. Hey, Andy, wake up. What the dude?
I'm gonna call the ambulance.
He looks bluish.
Man.
Hey, give me an Narcan right here.
Are these his druggy friends?
All the other druggies seem to know him, I guess, right?
They got Narcan.
No, do
Somebody
they-
pee in their pants? What's going on there?
Oh,
Or they spill something.
yeah, maybe he did.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe he spilled his drink. See, he has a drink.
Oh, yeah,
he has a
some-
drink,
oh,
so he
yeah,
spilled his
okay.
drink, I think.
Hey, give me a
It's
Narcan
something.
right here.
It's a can. It's a can of soda. Or beer.
Yo, wake him up right now. Wake him up.
How do you wake up
Oh,
someone
he's
that's
bad.
can't wake them up?
Oh, how the
Where do
mighty
you
have
get?
fallen.
Where do you get a Narcan? Is that one thing they're giving out free, or
You can get it for free. I'm
Certain
pretty sure.
places.
Where
I
at?
don't know. I've looked it up before, and because I was like, how come you can't figure these places out that will give away free Narcan if you go there?
I just figured there's so many people doing this. Like I should just have some in my car. Like I've been wanting to get some.
Probably, maybe the sheriff's office. I don't know. They might have them.
Yeah, that's a red flag. On
I
me.
know.
I ain't going there.
No, you kind of like, hey, you know.
They're gonna pull you over, pulling out of that
Yeah.
parking lot.
Like, keep an
Especially
eye
if
on
they
that
don't
guy.
have it, and you go in there and ask.
I wonder you get free Narcan.
It's probably like a California deal. I feel like you
I
can't
know,
get Narcan for free.
I think you can get it. Free Narcan in Florida.
Ah.
Get free training and supplies you need to respond to an overdose in less than 10 minutes. Where is this? This is probably a business. I ain't gonna look at that one. It's probably people are making big money on this
Yeah, somebody
Narcan
is.
stuff.
Yeah.
Big money.
I think all the schools have to have it now, don't they?
I think they do.
Yeah, I think the schools have to.
It's like so now
Really?
it's, you signed up to be a teacher and now you got to administer Narcan if one of your students overdoses. I don't know if I signed up for that, but I guess yeah. And they talk about how they're doing a great job fighting fentanyl and everything, and overdoses are down. It's like that's because Narcan is everywhere.
Exactly.
All these people would have
Yeah.
overdosed, and I think Narcan is the drug dealer keeping their customers alive. Their drug
Yeah.
companies.
Up in New York City, they have like sites where you can go and shoot up. So
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do drugs in a safe environment and stuff. And it's like everybody's overdosing outside. Like they go in and shoot up, and then they go outside and they wind up overdosing. You know, I mean, it's like there was a thing in the papers about it. An increase of overdoses. Because cool, I'll go in and shoot up and not worry about anything.
What I see, I don't know what the solution is to drugs, because you're always going to have a segment of the population that that are drug
exactly.
addicts. And
And that's what you got to deal with. You got to come to reality that there will be people that will go and do it. No matter what, just like crime, there'll always be somebody that will stick up a bank or something. You're never going to do away with it. But that's the first thing you got to deal with. Like, you're not going to do away with it. Let's not make it easier for them to do, though. And that's what they did. They went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. They've done it. It's just insane. I mean, 20 years ago, there was a couple homeless people in every town. There wasn't towns of homeless people.
Yeah, because now you give them, you give them a room, you give them a meal, you give them a cell phone.
And you give free drugs. Free drugs.
Yeah, free drugs. I mean, what the hell?
I mean, San Francisco, they get the people were moving there to live on the street and get money from the city and do drugs.
Seattle or whatever.
I think, also a slight decline in society as well makes some people more likely to do it. And also people are they're giving away free drugs in some of these places. Like I've heard a lot of people
decline in society. Well, go ahead.
People are moving, people from Florida that are homeless drug addicts like, oh, they're giving away free drugs in California. I guess I'm moving there, and you can sleep in your car on the street.
I'm telling you, California, I swear, I am not lying on this. My nephew got married out there, and like a block away from the beach. We were at a hotel. So naturally, you got to go down to the beach, right? You got to look at the beach, And we went down there at like sunset and shit. And there's homeless people. And they were like getting into their pajamas and stuff. I mean, they were getting ready to go to bed at night. I mean, because they actually lived there. Nobody bothers them. And every day they go somewhere and they get fed and whatnot. And they do, and they lived there. And they didn't bother you. That one of them asked me for a dime because they're taken care of.
Yeah.
Not one of them bothered me. You know, and they changed to go to bed at night, and the whole, they're sleeping on a bench or a knapsack or shit. But I was amazed, and I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, I really don't know if that's good or not.
I don't either. I don't know. I don't really know.
Well, they didn't bother me, so it must be good. Well, I don't know because there's a human being out there, living on a freaking, on the street.
On the beach.
I mean, I think
living on the beach.
It's the beach.
Prime
somewhere
real
else in
estate.
California, it's a corner somewhere or whatever.
Yeah, they got.
I mean,
Skid Row and stuff.
to fix homelessness, you need to totally fix society, which
Yeah,
which we're not really doing.
And I think that's what they're doing in California. It's like, okay, don't bother me. Here, they're not fixing the problem. They're just keeping the problem away from me, I guess, or whatever. That's their
I've heard that California's run so bad that if you get like I think $100,000 per homeless person, it might be almost. I've heard maybe even close to $900,000 the government gets in taxes per homeless person, and if they didn't get that money from the homeless people being homeless, their state would collapse.
It's a big business. Homelessness is, and you know how when government runs the business, it's a big con job.
I mean, was California the one that was paying like $6,000 or $7,000 for a tent?
Yeah, yeah. It's a racket.
Some that was in decks for like $300.
Yeah.
Town and country, 100 bits.
He wants to know if there's an update on your alternator.
Yeah, it started working.
Cleaned the fuel
I put a new alternator in there.
Oh, the alternator.
No, he's talking about his truck.
I put a new alternator in, and the next day it was it didn't seem to be working too good, and I got here, and I unplugged the negative end to reset everything, and haven't had a problem with it since.
Really? That's so weird, because it was like not getting gas or something. It wasn't driving
It
fast.
was just like completely shut down everything, So much stuff uses electricity in your car that your spark plugs. You're not going to get spark if you don't have any electricity going.
I'm not picking on you, nothing. I just like you go through a lot of cars. What do you do to them? I mean, I know you're not buying them new. I get that, but I mean, you have some freaking problems. Do you drive them like you think they're submarines too? Or some shit? I mean, what do you do to these things?
I think he goes.
The main
I think the first thing he can't help but do when he gets a new car is go four-wheeling in it, no matter what it is.
That it? Okay, that
You been four-wheeling in this truck?
Once or twice.
And that's what ruins him.
Okay, that's it.
He takes a used
But
car.
I mean, it's a lot to do with I just drive a lot. I drive
He
500-600
too.
miles a week.
But it's highway driving.
You can see people who've got 250,000 miles on a car because they are meticulous about the maintenance.
And I'm not even meticulous. I got like I was asking you about the spark plugs.
Yeah.
Because I probably need spark plugs. I hit 100,000 miles and the engine light went on. I'm not meticulous about my car, but I also don't go four-wheeling with it.
Yeah. 100,000 miles on a car is pretty much a brand new car to me. When
I mean, that's how much it is anymore. Yeah. They act like that's just normal.
Yeah. Got 171,000 miles on my truck. It's getting up there.
And what'd you buy it at?
100.
Yeah. It's been pretty good. It's been other than the alternator.
Yeah, other than the alternator, it's been.
Now that
it had a weird shaking problem in the transmission when I first got it, and that just went away. I hope it doesn't come back.
I mean, I can see the alternator, but that other stuff you were talking about that you were rinsing something out or whatever.
That was for the boat.
For the boat.
Yeah, fuel injectors.
Got that running?
Yeah, it seemed to be running good.
Bella was up there cranking it for you.
Yep.
Here goes was the.
It's always good to have someone with
Yeah.
you to turn a key or something that you need turned.
You don't have one of them remote control keys like the guy had there?
Bella kept going in the house, and he kept yelling, "Hey, Dad, can you get Bella again?" And she'd go out there, climb up on the boat, crank it up for him. She really knows. She's smart as a whip.
Yeah.
We were doing an animal quiz on the TV, on YouTube, on the TV, and it was 120 animals she had to identify.
Yeah.
She got well over 100 of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
These real obscure ones too. And I'm like,
Yeah, she knows. I mean, I still, I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but I've been fishing. And I reel up a fish, and I'm like, "Hey, Bella, what the fuck is this?"
I've done the same thing too. Bella, tell me what this is.
She knows. I was like, we were doing that quiz and it was like, I said, I bet she could beat everybody in her school with knowing all these animals that she knew.
Yeah.
What's that one that
Axolotl guy.
Axolotl. I'm like, what? I never even heard of it.
They sing songs about ask it Axolotl, something in the back seat drives me crazy.
Is it some kind of lizard? Is that what that was?
It's weird. I never even knew what it was, and then I saw one. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know what an axolotl was." It's a weird looking lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Does it live in the water? I can't remember.
I think they do. Or else they go in the water a lot. Yeah, I got her in training. She always wants to play soccer in the game room, and she does all the kick saves. I can't get it by her. Kick saves, great reflexes. Then she gets tired of that, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And she's like, I got to catch the ones off the ceiling because it's about a 20-foot ceiling. I throw a basketball up there, and she's got to catch it. And she does. She always catches it.
Yeah, she's
and then
pretty good.
Then she makes a basket. So I got her in training. Got to start them girls off early. That's good. I'm sure you could tell your daughter was an athlete because you started probably worked with her from day. As soon as she was able to, you probably throwing her a ball.
I'd have her turn her back to the roof of the house. I throw a ball up on the roof, and then she turned around. Didn't know when it was coming up.
That's a good drill.
Yeah,
that's a great drill.
Everybody else is like throwing the ball up in the air. Nah, come here.
You could always tell girls like Berlin and Lauren, who had played other sports than just soccer, who could have, the girls, the goalie punts it, and then it's going to bounce, and it just goes over their head because they can't judge it because they've only played soccer their whole life.
Yeah, I used to kind of get, because Lauren would head balls a lot. I'm like, Lauren, lighten up with that.
Get that CTE.
Yeah.
Have you ever headed a corner kick in a soccer game? It hurts like hell.
It does.
Like hell. If you don't hit it right, I guess if you do it right, but if it catches you the wrong way, it'll knock you loopy, man. Trace was pretty good. He was a short, but he'd climb the defender's shoulders.
Yeah, they always call me for that bullshit. It's the worst when you make you jump on somebody's shoulders and nail a fucking header in. And they're like, you were jumping on the shoulders. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, come on. That was the best goal ever.
I remember playing Bishop McLaughlin, big school. His school, tiny little school. They never won because... And they were neck and neck, and then towards the end of the game, Trace does that header, and we're like, yeah! And then climbed on the shoulder.
Climbing on the back.
Boo. Another climbing penalty.
Yep.
Yeah, the kids, I don't know if it's true or not, but the kids always say they're the best at everything in PE. Better than anybody in their class.
They're certainly not lacking in confidence, Trace. That's good.
It's weird, the kids at school. You see, even when you go out and join like a soccer team and your kid's, one of the better ones, and you're like, man, these kids aren't that athletic.
Yeah.
And you're like, these are the most athletic of the athletic, the ones that are actually going and playing on a sports team. So you can only imagine how like a PE, you're in PE, you're just toasting everybody. I mean, that was... When I went to elementary school and I played a little bit of, I don't even know if I had played soccer on a team yet, but just playing a little bit of soccer, you just destroy everybody in your class when it comes to soccer day or whatever. Because you're just 1,000 times better than everyone.
Do they still have PE in high school?
I don't know about high school. I would think so.
I don't know if it's mandatory anymore.
I did.
It used to be mandatory.
Yeah, a bunch of pictures of Berlin in elementary school. She was always it was always her and 3 or 4 boys that were up there with the trophies.
All right. We are done for the day. Mike and Jerry coming up in just a couple minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Net in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Bar show, 8 o'clock. You can call in the Mike and Jerry show, 813-991-7930. And,
Coming soon.
And we'll be right back in just a minute. Situation.
Can join twins, right?
That one of them is married.
Yeah. I mean, what about going to, like, what if you call the cops on a domestic? She's beating me up. You know, like, do they have to create new law? What is it? Do you have to just be like, all right, well, I got to sit down with these two. I obviously can't arrest one because I can't separate them.
I think one gets arrested and goes to jail. I think if you're innocent, that's going to go on in court for years. As your lawyer says, this is an innocent woman. You can't put her in jail. And she's like, yeah, but she's attached to a killer.
Yeah. Her sister killed someone with one arm, and she tried to stop her, and she couldn't because she only has one arm to try to stop her with.
What do you do? What do you do if the one on the right, she killed somebody? Maybe driving or something. She did something where she needs to go to jail for 25 years.
Yeah.
But the girl didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
How's it? If you're a lawyer, I'll take that case. This girl didn't do nothing, and we can prove it.
But can't you stop her? Can't you stop the girl that's attached to you from
only
killing
have
somebody?
one arm.
You only have control of one arm.
How do you stop her from that?
Isn't that crazy?
What if Ink Spike says, lucky thing they were both girls. What if one was a boy?
Oh, God. Oh. The hulking man grinding on you. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking, like you were saying something about maybe they have a partition. Because you'd have to, because there's no way you could be having sex with your wife and then her sister. You could never make eye contact with her. She's right there, but because if you did, yes, sis, how you like it? Oh shit, I ruined the whole thing.
I think at one point she's just got to be part of it, right?
Oh, that's so weird. Maybe.
I mean, seems easier than putting a petition in.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like,
but then to try and find a time where 2 women are in the mood to have sex.
I know. And what if the sister who's not married is always saying, no, I don't want to do it now. And you'd start resenting her. It's like, she's cock blocking me.
You're going to ruin my marriage if I don't have sex with my husband. Or then what if the other girl gets a boyfriend too? Then they have to have sex twice as much.
Oh, God.
And the one guy's going, well, now you're fucking my wife too.
The one
problems that a double-headed man with 2 penises wouldn't have. We get no pussy.
And you're married to the one, and and she's down to have sex with the other guy all the time. She's like, "What can I do?" And he's way better than you. How embarrassing is that?
This guy's a weirdo, and he's having sex with both.
He's a total weirdo.
Is one of them saying though, like, I'm not a part of this?
They don't.
You kind of are part of this.
They haven't. They won't say.
They don't talk about it. I don't believe.
Everybody wants to know. They could sell their story for $10 million. I'm telling you.
I think they're teasing it, man. They know how to work this. They know how to work it. They're never gonna spill the beans because then people wouldn't pay attention anymore. The beans are keeping it together.
Yeah, but they're not. But they're not really in it for the publicity. They're school teachers. She's a school teacher.
Yeah, but they're on TV. I think they are a little bit in it.
Yeah, I don't think they're on anymore. They did have a TV show.
Yeah, I think they've they're not they're not going to sell their story.
Now, did they get paid double? What is the deal there?
She even said, I say, we take the taxpayer dollars and pay them double.
Yeah.
But they don't. But they should.
Get paid for one? I mean, come on.
'Cause they're like,
we should live in a fucking country where if you're born with 2 fucking heads, you get 2 salaries.
That's exactly what I said.
Can't somebody subsidize that?
Right.
We
no, they're too busy paying lobbyists.
I mean, well, we're going to finish Matt the Welder here. And if you could take away all this Matt the Welder shit, can you see how much money they're stealing from us?
Yeah.
We could live in a utopian society where some things are free, not because of socialism, because we got plenty of fucking money. Welcome to the Mike and Jerry Show. Man, go ahead.
You know, I'm reading the chat here, and I guess we caused some shit last week. People are a little pissed, man. They're looking to get rid of me.
Still mad at you? What, just because you say we got too many pistols in the country?
All I said is, you know, you should know how to use them. There should be more training. You know, you just 3-hour class doesn't do it. You know, you should go back twice a year or whatever for retraining.
I don't have. I mean, I agree with you. I don't.
And like we were saying, you know, said last week and said before, there's not a whole lot of need for pistols. I mean, again, I'm sure you can come up with a reason to have one, and then if you know you do have a good reason, then okay, then go get trained multiple times a year, as long as you have one.
I don't really understand why that's a problem. A gun, you know, you got to go take a test periodically to drive your car. You know.
I don't. You know,
it's because it's a big responsibility. Guns are a big responsibility. You should know how to use them. And I think the gun manufacturers and the government get together and say, well, let's just give away a bunch of guns and you'll make a lot of money.
Well, I mean, it's another way of income, you know. Okay, you know, once a year, you know, $50 or whatever for your license, you know.
Have you watching any? Do you do any of the college football or not?
Yeah. I don't. I watch it like this time of year because a lot of good games. You know, conference championships and all that stuff. I was a little surprised Ohio State lost. I thought Ohio State. I guess Indiana's for real. Well, Ohio State's not as good as what we thought they are.
Indiana State 12 or 13-0. They got to be pretty good. You know,
exactly.
That was a great. I watched that whole game. That was one of the best games I've seen. All Indiana versus Ohio State. One of the best games I've seen all year long.
I mean, it was the game I was waiting for. Like that. It was 8:00 that night or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched a couple of games during the day, but I was that was the game I was waiting for. You know, 1-2. Both undefeated, I think. You know, let's go. You know, and it was a good game. What was it, 13-10?
It was a real good. I mean,
13-10 or whatever the hell it was.
Boy, in the first 5 minutes, the Indiana quarterback took a hit.
Yeah.
Where you thought this game's over.
Done. Yeah,
because he's the team.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys that without him they ain't winning. Well, he took a bad hit, but then he came back 2 plays later. He's like,
yeah. He's good. He was, and you know, like I was talking to one of the guys, and he's like, "Oh, he's done. He's, you know, he doesn't know where he is." But you know, you could see him with his arm, and he was moving that arm, and I was like, "Nah, I think he's good, man. If that arm's still flexing, he could still throw. You know, I mean, if that, you know, the shoulders moving, the arms moving, I said he could still hurl the ball."
I thought he was done. He played a hell of a game. Yeah. You see the Michigan coach?
I don't. Who do you assault?
The coach for Michigan. So Jim Harbaugh was a coach like a year or two ago,
right?
And this guy replaces him. That's a coveted job. One of the best. One of the best jobs in college football is coaching Michigan. This guy was having a relationship, I think, with a female staffer. Some kind of inappropriate
reason to get fired. Fine, but now he's locked up.
Then So this came out, and he went and took a knife to one of his assistants' house and had it to his his own neck.
Okay.
But he said, "I'm going to kill you and I'm going to kill myself." And so then they took him away.
Took him to the hospital first.
Yeah, I don't know if he's released, but boy, he effed that up.
Yeah, because I got like a little blurb that he resigned or fired or Michigan got rid of him or something, and then it was for Michigan was said like moral. Something
moral turpitude, some
shit, and I was like, all right, he's screwing one of the students or whatever, but then I see he got locked up. I said, well, no, you don't get locked up for that, and I couldn't get the whole story on it.
Yeah, I think he went nuts. So
you know what, I guess, yeah, he probably, fuck, blew his job for a blowjob or whatever. You know, whatever he was doing with this. You know, and you know he's probably getting $5 million a year. Right? That's a big. You know, Michigan's one of the top. You know,
a year.
He's probably getting good. And now he's nothing. You know, sorry, man, you broke the rules.
Yeah,
You're out.
he's the first college coach in years who's not getting paid out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best gig in the world because you can suck. You can do the worst. You can go 0-10, and they'll say you're fired, and here's $20 million because we got to pay you.
We signed a 5-year contract or whatever.
I don't get it why they keep doing it. It's the best gig. You know, you can suck, and also somebody will be looking to hire you too, and you can double dip.
Oh, here's a question. Why can't I guess, and I'm going to answer it because it's a conflict of interest. Why can't the LSU coach LSU? You know, because he signed. Where'd he go? Tennessee or some shit.
Talking about Lane Kiffin?
Yeah.
He was at Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
And he signed
with LSU.
With LSU, yeah.
Okay. Why can't he finish out and coach Ole Miss? LSU, they're not playing against LSU or anything. And they're like, no, he can't coach the team now.
I think Ole Miss told him to pack sand. I think he was.
Is that it?
I think he was trying to poach all the staff.
Okay.
You know, take with him, and they were like, just leave.
Okay.
He did. You know, I don't know, because I understand like wanting to advance your career. You know, everybody wants to take the better job, but these guys are these jobs like Ole Miss. He's making $7 million a year. He's
making $12 million or whatever the hell it is.
You know, but you know, isn't there some kind of ethics where you commit?
No, man. You know what? Them days that left about 10 years ago, I think. So,
I agree.
You know, like Spurrier and all them guys and whatnot. You know, the guy from FSU that was there for 30 years, Bowden and stuff like that. I mean, how many? He must have got offers every year, you know, to go somewhere else. And I never liked Bowden, to tell you the truth. You know, but you know, he must have got offers every year. All right, you're making $2 million, we'll give you $5 million. And he's like, nah, I'm good here. You know, I think that shit. You know, that. You know, it kind of floated out the door. You know?
So Jerry, you're coach of USF. It's not top tier program, but you know it's on the rise and it's a good program. You're making $4 million a year, Jerry. Yeah. You've been there for 3 years, you know, but you got an offer, and you've told people the whole time that you're dedicated to USF, and you brought these kids.
You bring the kids and going, I'm gonna,
And then USF says, we'll give you $4 million next year, but somebody else is gonna give you $6 million. Do you hightail it, or do you take the freaking $4 million?
It happened. It had to be about 6-7 years ago. USF had a fairly decent team. I forget who. It was a coach. He was only there like 1 or 2 years, and they had that good year. And he got an offer, and he bolted. He said, "I'm out of here." And I haven't heard from him since.
Willie Taggart.
Is that it? Okay,
You went to FSU, and he sucked it up.
Yeah,
and he sucked it up.
Yeah. And you haven't heard from him since, I don't think. But, I mean, USF was good. You know, USF, because they had the other coach before. Remember the guy, he was at USF probably for 10 years. And I think he pushed one of the kids or something, and he got fired. And it was an upcoming program. And then I don't know if Taggart came in right after him or whatever.
No, they went downhill.
Yeah, okay.
It was, what was that guy? I can't remember his name. But
I used to see him in the gym because Luann worked there and she gave me a membership into the gym. And he'd be in the gym working out all the time. You know, I go to the gym, he'd be there. And I'm like, this fucking guy's a psycho. And he was. He was absolutely. But he was a good coach.
He had him ranked, at one point, he had him ranked number 2. That's USF.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 2. But then he locked the kid in the closet or something.
Yeah, I think he pushed the kid on the sidelines or some shit or whatever. But, you know, yeah.
And they drummed him out.
But I don't know. You know what? Because, like you say, you know, these coaches leave and this and that. But, you know, like I would imagine there's a lot of pressure on these guys, and guys are getting like, you suck and this and that. You know, like when you go to Michigan or Notre Dame or Florida State or UF, you know, you get these guys and God forbid you have a losing season. That's it. You're out.
Well, look at the guy at Penn State.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he was always winning.
Yeah,
he was always up there at the top, and he started out.
And I thought he was a good coach. What do I know? But from what I'm seeing, I'm going, this guy's a pretty good coach.
He started out 3-3, and they were like,
"You're out.
You're out.
You're out."
He got paid though, and then he got another gig immediately.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I was trying to look up for the final college football play. I didn't check this. I've been crazy busy this week. Did James Madison make it? There's like a couple of jobber schools that might have made it.
If you go by this, of what just happened this year, then what is it? University of Central Florida should have been national champs like 4 or 5 years ago when they were undefeated. And they didn't get a bowl chance. Because now, like all the thing about Notre Dame now. I mean, one day you're like, and I forget what they were, number 9, number 10 ranked.
Yeah, I think 9 or 10.
And then because they're not in the conference and they don't go to a conference champion or play a conference game, they're out. I don't get the reasoning.
I mean, like James Madison, they're playing Oregon in the first round, and they're going to get annihilated. I would think they're going to get annihilated.
It's just, maybe I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. You shouldn't, and I don't want to be a Notre Dame fan here or anything, but hey, you know what? The first 2 games they played Ohio State, and I think they played Miami, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they didn't lose for the rest of the year. So, I mean, like, Now you got other teams in there that have 2 losses, and they didn't play power, 2 powerhouses or 3. Like Notre Dame probably has one of the toughest schedules every year.
I don't know about that. I think
they have a couple, like every other college, they have a couple of flops, because they have to play Boston College every year and this and that. Sometimes Boston College is good, sometimes Boston College sucks, But Notre Dame tends to, because if you play Notre Dame, you're gonna sell out. If Notre Dame's coming to you, you're gonna sell out. So I think they have one of the tougher schedules.
I think their strength of schedule is like 72. But, okay, here's the Notre Dame schedule. They open up with Miami.
Okay.
They lose 27-24.
Close game.
Miami's
at Miami.
Miami's
right?
ranked 11, yeah.
Right?
At Miami. Miami's a top 10 team. Okay, then they play Texas A&M and lose 41-40. So they lose and Texas A&M was ranked number 2 for much of the year. Then they play a bunch of crappy games, but still they beat 2 top.
They lost by 4 points to 2 top teams.
2 top 10 teams. And James Madison, they did their schedule is dog crap.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, if you're in, and that's why UCF wasn't picked 4 or 5 years ago, because that supposedly that schedule was a light schedule. So why is Madison in there then? I
don't know. I mean, I'm a huge fan of like underdogs and Cinderellas, but I don't really think James Madison should be in there. It should be the best 12 teams.
Yeah.
I don't really. Yeah. It's almost like they. I mean, I'm not a Notre Dame fan.
No, I kind of am, sort of, but only because like you look at something like that and they lost 1 point and 3 points.
Yeah.
So you're like 4 points. Your 2 losses combined to 4 points. Really? I mean.
And then they,
and then there's a lot of other teams in there with 2 losses. What about Alabama? I mean.
Yeah, I think they got screwed. I'm not a fan, but I think you can see that Notre Dame got screwed this year.
I mean, it's more. I think there's other teams besides James Madison that I would have picked Notre Dame over.
And then they won 10 in a row, and they blew everybody out. I mean, yeah, they got screwed, but
yeah, and then they get pissed and they go, you know what? No, we're not going to a bowl. And now they're soreheads. Well, no, you're going to make money on us? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I kind of see that.
So, you know, I good for them for not running for the money. Good for them and saying, you know what, you screwed me, but go ahead, fuck me some more and take the money. You know, good for them for not doing it.
Sometimes it's kind of nice it's fun to be petty and say, F you.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
You know what?
You screwed me, I'll screw you up.
Yeah. And, you know, oh, well, you should join a conference. No, we're independent and we want to stay that way. You know?
Yeah. How about this weather, man? This is why you live in Florida, man. 70 degrees today, I think. It's bright.
It's a little cool in the morning. I got to put a jacket on walking the dogs, man. Which is fine. The dogs love it, you know, but it's fine.
I'm not too happy when I go out and feed the horses at 11 o'clock.
At night. Yeah,
freezing
exactly.
my ass off.
Yeah.
But boy, the days are pretty nice, man.
I mean, I played golf Monday. It was a little cool, but when the sun was out, you know, it was fine. You know, it was fine. It was shorts, shirt,
gorgeous.
You know. But when the sun went behind the clouds, it like dropped like 15 degrees. It was like, ooh, it's a little cold, chilly out here.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not about that.
You know, and then the sun come out. You know, the sun come out from behind the clouds. Like, oh, all right, we're back to normal.
Did you see the Grady Judd video about the teenagers that were stealing?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Good for him.
Yeah, this is
good for him.
It's just classic Grady Judd.
Stole, and they stole, and they stole. Yeah. How do you like that? This is everything that they stole. And guess what? As we've said before, you can't go any place, anytime, that you're not on a camera. So Dick's Sporting Goods knows that they're stealing because they're watching this systematic, organized theft ring called a football team.
They were actually a football team.
Yeah.
Now, not only did they steal 47 items.
How do you think you're getting away with that?
They had a nice little system going, but you know why they think they because they were from Philadelphia, up north, where they would have just said, "Yeah, okay, no, don't worry about it." You know,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. And these guys come down and go, "Okay, listen, we'll do the shit that we do up in Philly," you know, because they had a good routine going. It was like 3 or 4 of them. One guy buys one thing, gets a bag, everybody else starts shoving shit in the bag, and the whole bit. You know, it was a good routine, but shit don't work down here if you get caught. You know, and even the coach was like, "Oh no, let him go." And he's like, "Fuck you, man." You know, they're going.
This is Florida, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Can you imagine? Okay, you taking your teenage son to a football tournament in Florida, and you live in Philadelphia, and he comes and he commits a felony and steal, and now you're gonna have to go back. Then you're gonna have to come back to Florida.
I don't know. I don't think the coach was with them. You know, eventually, I guess the coach got called to show up, but I think there was 4 or 5 of them.
It was like 6 or 8. There's a ton of them.
What were they doing on their own? They're only, what, 14?
14 or 15, yeah.
Yeah, they're in Florida. They're in the middle of Florida on their own. They're not from here. What are they doing on their own? That's my first question. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe the parents that didn't even travel with them. You know, could be just.
Oh, probably travel. You know, I mean, a lot of the parents probably didn't come or whatever. You know, but you know, what are they doing? You let 6, 8 guys out by themselves? Teenagers by themselves? Really?
But as a coach, not even for the kids, for your well-being of, I want to win this game.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to let my kids go run roughshod and
you know, I mean, it's like the Super Bowl, man. You're under lock and key 48 hours before.
Exactly.
You know, you're not going nowhere. You know, you want to go out afterwards, we win? Yeah, fine. You're not going nowhere before the game.
I don't know. I like the old days when Ken Stabler would go out and get drunk before the Super Bowl and show up and win the Super Bowl. Exactly. Still drunk. That's when sports was great, Jerry, when you could play drunk.
Play drunk, exactly right. Play with a broken leg, you know. And obviously these kids didn't play and the team got fucking slammed.
Or else the team had to forfeit.
No, they got slammed. They got they got slammed. Yeah, they got slammed.
Thanks
they didn't play, and I saw a team from Florida whipped them.
Good for them.
Not only did they steal 47 items, but ostensibly they may have cost their team the championship and the football game.
Oh, so they were playing for the championship too.
because I don't know if these all
Eight
were starters
of them.
or not, but I can tell you that we were finishers. We arrested them. We took them to the Juvenile Assessment Center, and we put them in lockup. But I want to introduce you to their coach. His name's Raynon Bynes, B-Y-N-E-S. So when we notify the coach who is responsible for them, you would think he would be interested in holding them accountable and responsible. Instead, he goes to the deputies and begs them not to take these young men into custody.
And I get that. I don't have a problem with
get
that. I don't have a problem with
You
that.
just want, you know,
Yeah,
you want to win the
yeah,
game.
Exactly.
You don't want your kids arrested.
You know, and he should do. He said, "Please, come on." You know,
You're looking out for your.
You try to do whatever you can.
Yeah.
You're a little bit late, but you try.
Yeah.
You know.
Drop the charges. Let them go. And then when we said no, then they go to Dick's Sporting Goods to the manager and said, "Oh, don't charge them. Don't charge them." They were not taking bubble gum one piece to chew. They stole over $2,000 worth of products, over 47 different products they stole. And then when it was evident that they were going to be arrested, then the coach says, "Don't you guys have anything better to do? What are all these deputies doing here? Don't you have anything better to do than arrest these kids?" Listen, I don't know how you do things in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but in Polk County, Florida, we'd lock you up for stealing, for being a thief. So this is part of a football team. This is also the thoroughbred thieves, and it's their choice.
Now, did they call themselves the thoroughbred thieves? Or is this, I mean, Grady's notorious for this kind of stuff. But
I want the graphics job for this guy because he always has graphics.
Yeah.
I want to be the graphics job. You know, the guy that gets the graphics for him.
He's a big ham. He's a huge ham.
To go to jail.
I always watch a Grady Judd video there. Every time I get it, I always
because
watch
they
it.
Ubered down and were actively ripping off Dick's Sporting Goods. 47 items.
So these kids Ubered. They just Ubered. Hey, coach, we're Ubering to Dick's Sport.
Yeah.
All right, see you in an hour.
I believe they were caught with. So at the end of the day, the message is clear. Not just in this Christmas season, but anytime. All of these stores have cameras. And we have relationships with all of these stores. If you come here to Polk County and steal, there's no notices to appear. There's no warnings. You're in handcuffs and taken to the county jail or taken to juvenile lockup. Period.
I think the comedy's over.
Yeah. and that's, you know, and like I remember, like a lot of the stores, they didn't want to be bothered. It's like, all right, listen, you know, your name's on the list. You're not allowed in the store anymore. Don't ever come in the store anymore, and this and that. I don't remember like 8 people, like a team, going in, and
Yeah.
you know, you always got a call every now and then and whatever. But you know, every now and then, you know, the store owner goes, "No, I want his ass locked up." And it's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, you got to go to court. And yep, that's it. I'm done with this shit. I want his ass locked up. You know?
Valuable lesson to learn.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know what's going on in Venezuela.
I love what's going on in Venezuela.
This is Skywatch Signal. It's I don't know what site it is, but it says they monitor a lot of stuff. It says multiple U.S. assets were airborne last night with a missile tracking aircraft looping over southern Alaska for hours, plus a nuke sniffer running dark over Nebraska. That's very unusual. Couple that with over 30 nuclear codes transmitted in a single day and a U.S. Navy recon drones running persistent patterns off the Yucatan. You don't usually have this kind of hardware unless something is unfolding behind the scenes. On top of that, reports are now pointing to a possible U.S. strike planning in Venezuela and Mexico, including amphibious elements staged off the Venezuelan coast. Meanwhile, so it's like, is Trump gearing up with something?
He said there would be more, like after they took the boat yesterday, the oil boat.
They took that tank.
The tanker. He said there'll be more to follow. He just kind of like let that go, like, and there'll be more to follow. So, yeah, maybe like,
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It's confiscating a tanker.
Now, again, his stuff, there's been a warrant on his boat for I don't know how many years, 4 years or whatever, a terrorist warrant that they deal with terrorists and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What took him so long? But everybody's up in arms about it. Oh no, now he's going to bring us into war and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, this boat's been floating around for 4 or 5 years with a warrant on it. Why isn't anybody doing anything about it? Again, these little these drug running boats and stuff like that.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing as a gun runner. But to my audience, if it was filled with a bunch of pistols, I'm sure some people would have a problem with it. I go back to what took them so long. And this guy's just going, you know what? We're done with this shit. We're done with our kids overdosing and stuff. Yeah, to go back to, is this going to solve the drug problem in the U.S.? No. Is a kid going to overdose next week? Yes, but less kids will. And if it's my kid, one of them kids that doesn't overdose, thank you very much. I don't know what else to say to it.
I don't. What I liked about Trump, his first term, was that we weren't involved in any wars. But I think at this point in world geopolitics, I wouldn't care if we invaded Venezuela and took all their oil. I think it's maybe it's time to quit waging wars for corporate profits and just wage wars to take shit for America and make us stronger.
I heard a guy talking the other day, and they're talking about Trump and this and that, and he's like, you know what? He said America first, and like he's saying, he's giving up on Ukraine and stuff. No, he's not giving up on Ukraine. He's just worried about America and the Western Hemisphere and South America and Venezuela, of what they're doing to America. Nobody in Europe is doing anything to America. Russia's fucking with Ukraine. That has no effect on us. The Middle East has no effect on us. South America has a lot of effect on us. Mexico, Venezuela, all Argentina, all these, and he's taking care of that. And he's telling Europe, you know what? Yeah, I'll help out with the peace and all that bullshit, but you need to start taking care of your own fucking problem. Russia's not going to invade the U.S. Russia's going to go Ukraine, then maybe Poland, and maybe Czechoslovakia or something like that. You people need to start taking care of your own problem. We'll be more than happy to help you out, but we got our own problem over here, and we're going to start taking care of it. It made sense to me. I don't know whether that's true or not.
Basically the enforcement of the Monroe Doctrine, which was, way back in the day, they said, we're just going to worry about this side of the world.
Yeah. And
South America, North America, Central America, and that's it.
Yeah. And everybody, you're an isolationist. No, we're not. We have a problem. It's not like there's nothing going on in South America. If there was nothing going on in South America, yeah, fine, pay attention to Europe. Yeah. But there's shit going on. It's been going on for years. It's time to start paying attention to this side of the pond. We need to start paying attention to this side of the Atlantic and not the other side of the Atlantic. Let them start taking care of their own freaking problems.
Smoking Wads at DMT says, come on, Mike, you're smarter than that. They're never helping the people. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that necessarily that's what we're doing, but I'm saying what I want to do is if we go to war, we should be going to war to benefit the people. That may, obviously that may not be what we're really doing, but yeah, I'm just saying that's what we need to do.
You know what? I don't know how the economy would be affected if we solved the drug problem. I don't think that would affect our economy all that much.
The illegal drug problem?
Yeah.
I don't think,
I don't think that. So I don't see what the problem is of blowing up boats and all this shit and taking over oil tankers from a country that's, sending drugs in left and right. I don't see the problem with that.
Or it's just a giant distraction as America crumbles, and we worry about things like Venezuelan drug boat blast.
Yeah, and I think America was crumbling. I think America was crumbling. I think there's been a little bit of a halt to it. Like earlier today, there's an up. There's you're talking about the health and stuff, and there's more 50% increase in measles or whatever, or the mumps or some shit or whatever in America. Well, has anybody thought well, gee, the border has been wide open for the last 4 years. There should be an increase in everything. I mean, there should be an increase in everything. People are coming in from all over the world, walking right across. We have no idea what they're walking in with. And there's an increase in chickenpox. Yeah, without a doubt. There's going to be an increase in everything.
That was the main thing that really bothered me was when all these people were pouring across the border, the people that were letting them in were the same mother effers who'd been telling me for several years that I
need shot.
I got to wear a mask. I gotta do this. I could do that. All because we got to be safe.
Exactly.
Oh, but
you need a shot.
But you let people from all possibly unvaccinated people in from all over the world with no documentation, and that's fine. Obviously, it was a giant bunch of bullshit.
Not to pick on the Somalians, but I don't know about how good of a vaccination program Somalia has. You look at tape of the country and stuff. I'm not seeing long lines of people getting shots there, and come on in, everybody up to Minnesota. Maybe the freaking cold up there kills the germs. I don't know. But, you're just letting people in from third world countries left and right that have no health programs that, unless UNICEF goes there, they're not getting a shot of anything, and come on in. Borders wide. And now, Kennedy must be wrong because there's a 50% uptick in the measles. Nah. I don't think so.
Well, you don't really hear anybody even mention that. I've never.
No, nobody says. The border was wide open.
It was several million people. It's not a lie. Obviously, several million people couple million people came in here, undocumented, and
unvaccinated as far as we know.
You have no idea their vaccination status, and nobody talks about it.
And this goes. Liberal channels, conservative channels, whatever channel. And they all cover the uptick, there's more measles, there's 50% or 40%, whatever you want to say. And not one of them has come out and said, well, yeah, we kind of expected that because the borders were wide open. Really? Not one of yous? And maybe that goes back to, people being paid off.
Ned's Navy says Middle East had an effect on us, 9/11. Well... we've been meddling in the Middle East.
Exactly. Maybe if we were paying our attention to our own, none of that shit would have happened. They wouldn't have been pissed off at us.
100%. And that's not even talking about whether we allowed that to happen ourselves, which some people believe that we did.
I don't.
We didn't do it, Jerry.
No,
but we let it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to remember, we trained the people how to fly those planes. I'm sorry.
There was plenty of evidence and plenty of reports about this suspicious activity, and George Bush had the memo of that Bin Laden was getting ready to fly planes in the World Trade Center.
Somebody even, and you never know. Some guy in some little airport that was training his guys, you never know, might have called the FBI and go, hey, listen, I got these guys, they can't speak English. All they want to do is learn how to fly a 747. They don't want to start on a little plane. They want to go right to the 747.
And they never wanted to learn how to land.
Yeah, God only knows how many phone calls were made to the FBI, and every guy goes, "Yeah, that's full of shit." Don't worry about it.
You see something, say something.
Yeah, after the fact. After the fact, a little bit too late.
See something, say something, so we can do nothing about it. But yeah, I think there may come a time when you have to change your worldview and think, well, I don't want war. We should never go to war. Well, if things get bad, you want to make sure you're the person that's taking everybody else's shit. That's not nice at all, but maybe that's the way the world's going. Maybe it's going that way.
You know what? I want to be on the side that makes the decisions on who's getting what and this and that. I don't want to be on the other side that says, well, you lost and this is what we're going to give you.
Yeah, I want to keep my standard of living.
Exactly.
And whatever it takes in this day and age,
and again,
I'll be down with that.
And it's the shame of, it's a shame that we're talking about common sense here. I mean, we're not talking about, let's go in and take over Europe. Let's go in and take over Ukraine. This way Russia don't bother them. Let's take over Israel. This way the Middle East. We'll put a couple of nuclear sites in Israel. This way we park an aircraft carrier over there in the Straits. We're good. Nobody will bother. No, we're not doing that. All we're saying is, listen, leave us. Stop bringing drugs into our country. Stop doing it. Stop fucking with us. That's all.
Well, I'm way more right than you on this one, Jerry. I'm totally right wing. I'm like, let's just take Venezuela's oil. I'm sick of these high prices. Other people must suffer, so America can keep our lifestyle.
And I'll be Mike on this one. When we take over, when we free Venezuela, we will be taking Venezuela as well, but at a price so that it looks legit. But we'll get their oil. We'll get their oil. Just like the Middle East, we got their oil at a price, at a price that we say that we're going to pay,
And I used to be more of a, well, look at Trump meeting with what's the guy in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, the Crown Prince of
they killed that. It's a bad. Can we take your money? I'll take their money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm over that.
He wants to buy. He just wants to buy a bunch of planes and shit. Yeah, fine. We make the planes. Yeah, putting people to work. Yeah, we'll sell you some planes. Yeah, not a problem.
Who are we to criticize any other government for their dastardly deeds when we've done just as bad? So I'll take anybody's money at this point.
I mean, we're in a country that really doesn't make a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we make weapons. We make planes, and stuff like that. Well, outside of that, we don't make a hell of a lot of stuff. So when other countries want to buy it, we should be selling it. You know what I'm saying? We should be selling it. And, the other party or whatever, oh, no, they don't let their women run around without a towel on their head. All right, we're not going to sell them $3 trillion worth of planes. And meanwhile, everybody else has some government cheese. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. America needs a drastic change. We sold our souls. We sent them manufacturing out to other countries. And it's visible every day, everything I buy now. Okay, so I got this little canister vacuum because we got tile floors and
exactly.
wood. We got animals. We don't do carpet.
Exactly.
And so, I've had it's a Bissell, and it costs like $79. Cheap vacuum. I use it for like 3 years, then I throw it away and I get a new one. But it
works.
I use it a lot, and I got the new one. The same thing. It's the exact same model. It's shit. That you can tell it's completely different plastic. It's way lighter. The little thing, the head.
Yep.
It's twice as small. It's got these wheels that are this big. It used to have wheels this big, and I'm like an idiot now. I'm like, everything's getting ruined by corporate greed. And I don't know how you stop that. Yeah. We're getting less and less. Now I'm going to have to replace that one in 1 year at most.
All I have to say, and maybe this will get me back on a horse with you guys or whatever, but Trump, and I don't know if Trump had anything to do with this, but the price of scotch is down. The price of scotch is down like $5-6. I mean, it used to be for 2 liter. I think it was like 50 in Florida. In New York and California, it's probably $80. Yeah. But in Florida, like a 2 liter bottle of Johnny Walker Black was like $56. I went to the store the other day. It was like $49. I was like, "What's this?" I said, "What? It was a tariff?" He says, "No, it just reduced the price." I mean, dude, he reduced the price of scotch. He's got the best president ever.
You got to vote your own interest, Jerry. I've always said that.
Hey, you know what? I remember being a drinker. I remember Clinton. he used to call it sin tax. He didn't want to raise anybody's taxes, but he put sin tax. A freaking bottle of scotch at $18, $19, $20. It kept going up. I was like, what's this freaking sin tax shit? Because he's drinking for nothing, so let everybody else pay. But yeah, and same thing with scotch, liters. It used to be quarts and half gallons. Now it's liter and 2 liters, So, shrinkflation shit, But yeah, some stuff is getting bad. And other, can't we just every now and then acknowledge the good things? And I'm going to have a kumbaya moment here or whatever. But, like the border's shut. It's great. Nobody's coming across the border. Nobody's handing out free phones and staying in hotels and motels for nothing. People are saving millions of dollars and whatnot. Price of scotch is down. Eggs is down. The price of eggs is down. We could get eggs down, not a problem. Nothing's perfect, but he's only been there like 8-9 months. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, like nothing's, Donna goes to the store all the time, and you can see the prices, we still got bad inflation, but he hasn't been in office a year yet. So you got to give him time. I don't, but if in 4 years, if he, it doesn't matter. You can't just cure inflation. It's not easy. The economy is a animal that I don't think anybody really understands. But if in 4 years the prices ain't down, he's going to get voted out.
Yeah,
I think I don't. You know me, Jerry. I think there's a 98% chance that Trump is full of shit and he's working for big corporations, and this is all a dog and pony show. But the only hope for America would be if Trump was for real.
Yeah,
that's the only hope. You think Gavin Newsom's going to help this country? You think any of these dirtbag politicians that either party has is going to do anything? And it might be a pipe dream. MAGA's might be a complete pipe dream, but it's the only shot we got.
Yeah, and you know what? Like they say, inflation's 2%. Yeah, okay, that's probably good compared to 8-9% that we had or whatever. But like I go out once, twice, maybe sometimes 3 times a week to eat. And I see a steak for $50, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying it.
Nope.
No, I'm not buying it. And I'll go and I'll have a cheeseburger or something, which kills me to pay freaking $20 for a cheeseburger. But you know what? To me, that steak, which now in Publix is probably like $25 anyway, $20 anyway in Publix. But I'm not paying you $30 to cook my steak. I'm sorry. And that's at a half-ass restaurant. You go to a good restaurant, that steak is $80.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, man, I'm not doing it. And they're bitching, moaning about meat, and he's going to try to bring it out. Good luck with that, because we blame the government and both government, Democrat and Republican. We blame the government for a lot of things of price rising and stuff. But a lot of the blame goes to businesses for when when the price of gas goes down, I don't see your prices coming down. When the price of gas went up, boom, the price went up overnight. The price went up. But now that the price of gas is down, I don't see a whole hell of a lot of shit coming down.
Go.
So you know what? That's not whoever's in office. Okay, that's business, and I don't know how you deal with that.
I don't know how you do. Okay, so Donna runs a business.
Yeah,
and the flowers are through
exactly.
The roof.
Yeah.
And so she gets orders. You have to subscribe to these services like FTD, where people from around the country, and they've lowered their prices. So she's getting it from both ends. She's paying more, and they're giving her less because they're corporate mother effers, and it's like. It's brutal. It's brutal, and so we need a drastic way.
And I don't, I mean, it's kind of like, we get hit with the hurricanes all the time, and like the first thing when it's going, all right, we'll be looking out for the gouges and stuff like that. Maybe we need a regular Doge, 24/7. Like, all right, guys, prices are down. Time to reduce your prices. Now you're saying, well, now you got the government telling me what I'm supposed to do. So it's a double-edged sword there.
You can't win, but you kind of do need the gouge police.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of see it like saying, well, okay, again, we like to blame the government for a lot of things, but yeah,
I'd like to see when I'm buying my $25 beer at the forum.
Exactly. Exactly.
The cops come in and arrest the owner of the Lightning.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like for a while, I don't see it anymore. But for a while, when you went to a restaurant, on the menus, it had how many calories the meal was and stuff like that. I would like to see on that $25 beer where the $25 is going to. Okay? I want to see it where exactly, $1.98 goes to Budweiser. Where does the other $23.02 go? I want to see where that money goes to. Because number one, I'm not getting into the Ice Palace for nothing here.
Exactly.
All right, I'm paying $100 for a ticket just to walk through the door. All right, so now you're charging me $25 for a beer. Where is that money going?
And you used to be able to go to the ballpark and buy several beers and a hot dog, and not even you're not sweating it. You're going, but now it's like, do I get the beer or not?
Yeah.
$25. As you're drinking, it doesn't even taste good because you paid so much.
I'm pissed off at drinking a beer. And the other thing, like, they when I worked there, they would redo the place, the inside, and we're doing this, we're updating this. I don't really give a shit what it looks like. As long as you have ice in a circle there, or a rectangle, that's all. I just want to see men hitting each other and scoring goals. I don't give a shit what the inside looks like. And it's like with the Rays, they had a freaking rock climbing wall. Who goes to a baseball game for a rock climbing wall? Oh, let's go see the Rays tonight. I want to go climb a rock climbing wall. Who needs that shit? Stop it. Just put up a freaking field with some benches and let's go.
I don't know. I guess they know more. They're making.
Well,
more.
Yeah, they're making the money. Exactly.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're making money. And we're like idiots. And I'm not. I'm sorry. I'll have a couple of. If I go to a ball game, a couple of beers before I go to the game, get a little buzz. I'm going in there and using that bathroom to pee. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not really going to live events now. Doesn't seem as fun as I went to Nate Bargatze and I'm squeezed into that little chair and paying $25 for my beer and going, I could have just watched this on Netflix.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just, I could sit in the comfort of my own. I don't have to hear what some dumbass Tampa Bay fan says or some dumbass Yankee fan says or this and that. I don't have to put up. I can sit there, have my cold beer, do whatever I want, have my wife there, my kids, whatever, dogs, whatever I want. Very comfortable. I don't have 25. 25, it pisses me off. I got to spend $25 for a case of beer now. Even that went up. It's like $25 for a case of beer.
Oh, my God. Weston drinks seltzer, the hard seltzer.
Yeah.
And he brought like an 18-pack, to the party. And I was like, how much was that? And he's like, $30.
See?
I was like, $30.
Yeah. And that's, you know what? It's seltzer and like a little shot of little shot of alcohol.
Water.
I mean,
it's mostly water.
It's aerated water, right? I mean,
it's aerated water.
I mean, where's that going? I go to Sam's Club and it's like, $25 for a case of beer, and I'm like, dude, what's going on here? And that's not the government's fault. That's not the government's fault. There's no tariff on Budweiser. I'm sorry. Or Coors or any other shit.
It's corporate greed. The sports leagues are some of the greediest those guys. Each franchise is worth like $1 billion, or some of them are worth $2 billion
now. Exactly.
And this rich Jerry Jones up in his box in his $1 billion stadium that probably the taxpayers paid half.
Exactly
for.
right. Exactly. Tax breaks. Exactly right.
And you're sitting there drinking your $25 beer.
I don't think so, man. You can't. It's hard for me to get. No, not happening.
No, I'm not. Yeah, it's a punch. You pay as the prices go up. You pay. You want to go to the game, and then you go out to dinner. You like to have a nice dinner sometimes with your wife, and then you reach a point where you're like,
like I said,
this anymore.
Of course, with tax and everything, a 2-liter bottle Johnny Walker Black, $51. All right, you probably get maybe. Just conservative, 50 shots. Say 50 shots out of a 2-liter bottle. 50 shots. All right. So that comes to about $1 an ounce. All right? You go out to a bar, nice bar, or an airport bar or something like that. Shot of Johnny Walker Black. The minimum probably $12. Minimum.
Yep.
Minimum. If you're at a swanky bar or airport, it's probably $16. Okay? Now, they're taking that thing. All right, I'm sure they pay tax on it and stuff like that, but they got to be making like 400% a bottle.
I was going to say 50 shots, that's about they're making about $525 on that bottle.
Yeah. You know, and if they paid, say I paid 50, maybe they, as a business, maybe they paid 75, maybe 100. I don't know, you know, with tax or whatever. Maybe they tax them a little bit more to make it 400 off a bottle. Oh, are you kidding me?
What don't you think there would have been a time in America where corporations would have said, in this time of hardship for Americans, we're lowering our prices because everybody's
that's right. And
not one of them.
Johnny Walker, it's Scotch. It comes from Scotland. I mean, so it's imported. So that's why I asked. I said, did the tariff come off or something? Because the price went down. You know, so I was like, oh, so. The price went down. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? You know, I'm a happy little camper.
Yeah.
No. And you know, I'm like, hey, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go with them tariff checks.
That's it.
Give me a tariff check, Donald. He's saving the tariff checks for closer to the election. Everybody that gets, it's like, I think DeSantis is smart. You know, I don't necessarily agree with a lot of things he does, but I think he's a really good politician. Like he gives like the teachers bonuses.
Yeah.
The
if they do something.
The first responders, he gave all of them like $1,000 or $5,000.
And I'm still not getting how they're going to do this real estate tax thing.
You mean the
no tax on real estate?
What's it called? Homeowners.
What
do you call it? Is that the? What do you call your tax on your house?
Real estate tax.
No, something else. There's another. They've been saying the term they use. Property taxes.
Property tax.
That's what they want to eliminate property tax.
And I don't get that because I don't.
Where they're getting the money?
Well, here's this thing. Your property tax, you pay Pasco County, right? I pay Sumter County. How is the state? Because your tax is different than my tax in Sumter County. It goes by millage or some shit, and each county has a different millage. You know, so I don't know what the state has to do even to do with that, and how they're going to. How they're going to get the counties to turn around and go, oh, yeah, no problem. You know, especially where I am in Sumter County. I mean, all them houses that are being built, that's a shitload of money. They don't know. Sumter County, they don't know what to do with the money. They have no idea. They're spending money left over. They have no idea. Money. They have no idea what to do with it, you know. So I don't know how they're going to get away with that.
Donna says, she says that they're not ever going to. This is just. It's just a red herring. They throw it out there, so like you've seen the bald guy who's the lieutenant governor. He's running now.
Yeah,
I've seen his commercials.
Yeah, he's backing it up too.
So he's going to get elected to eliminate property taxes. Then he's going to get there. They're either not going to do it, or they'll eliminate property taxes, and they just find another way to tax you. I mean, if he could do it, it'd be the greatest. It'd be great to not pay. It's ridiculous that you have to pay on your home for your entire life to the government. But I just don't see it happening. I'd love it. I'd love for it to happen.
And even Trump was talking about it. Trump's like, why should people have to pay tax on their property? You know, even he was coming out on it and saying, why do people pay tax? They own it. They bought it. They own it. What? So, maybe we've been taxed to death so long that we just can't, figure it out.
I don't care. At least we got a little bit of entertainment. When Trump does something and then he talks about it, he can make a bathroom door on a plane funny. The guy's funny. Biden, I didn't agree with anything the left did during Biden. It really, and he didn't give me any jokes.
No. He didn't give me any money. Price of scotch went up under Biden.
Give me some jokes at least. Vote your best interest. Jerry's voting for scotch. And
Scotch.
I'm voting for jokes.
Yeah. The price of scotch went up under Biden. The price of scotch went down under Trump.
Case closed.
Case closed, man. That's it.
Case closed.
Send all your unwanted Johnny Walker Black Scotch here to me.
And your hate mail, too.
And your hate mail, too.
Sumter County Villages Care of Jerry.
It's going to take me a couple of weeks to get off your shit list, I guess. But I'm working on it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to the Mike and Jerry Show. Thanks for coming, Jerry. Good show. And we will see you guys tomorrow for Ned in Your Head and the Bar Show as well, 8 o'clock. Everybody have a great weekend.
See ya.
See ya.